All right, man, we on Trojan family, Trojan gang. Mr. Fight On Forever's in the building. This time I got my boy John with me, and we about to preview this man, this USC Penn State game. But before I start this video though, real quick, make sure I got it in the chat. Make sure no, I don't got it in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat, the new channel that I'm finna be shifting everybody to, right? Because y'all know they clipped the boy. You know what I'm saying? They clipped me. So I'm starting up the new channel, Carter TV. I'm about to put it in the chat for y'all. I'm about to put the video in the chat, a link to the channel. So y'all can go click on that and subscribe because eventually I'm gonna put all the content over there. So I'm just waiting for y'all to go over there. I got like 60 of y'all over there right now. I need the whole 1800. Hurry up. People keep subscribing to the this page. That's cool. Subscribe to the other one too. But what's up, John, man? Like what is looking like?
Man,
First of all, how you doing, bro? How was your day, bro? First
my
off.
day was awesome, man. It's another day, another dollar. Getting into it as always. Been excited about getting on here, talk about some USC and Penn State.
Man, right? Some SC Penn State. So my question I'm gonna ask you about this game, like what's your initial thoughts on the game? Like what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you
If
thinking about
they're if looking at them, I was peeping it today, Carter. They start slow like us,
mm,
so I think it's gonna be the team that could jump out fast in the beginning. It's gonna be a huge difference because they definitely start slow like us. And those two tailbacks, the one didn't play last week. But he definitely gonna play against SC. I think they kept him out against UCLA on purpose.
mm,
Those two tailbacks they a problem for sure. They're a problem.
right.
Quarterback
Well,
so, but the tight end, best tight end in the nation.
they got the best tight end in the nation.
They got the best tight end in the nation for sure. He the number one receiver.
Okay, so they pass game, they using the tight end a lot.
Yeah, but they also got a kid. They also got a kid who I think he got like 3 catches for over 50 yards. So he don't want to take the top off the defense.
Okay. So I ain't even gonna lie, my first initial thought was Lincoln better not get out coached this game, bro.
Better
Like,
not.
and this is Mr. James Franklin, right? Mr.
Right.
can't win a big game, right?
Yep.
But at the same time, what's up, Bianca? All right, come back when you done watching your little crime channel. We be here. But James Franklin, he can't win the big game. But is this a big game? No, like they didn't drop us out the rankings. We ain't even ranked no more, bro. And Penn State ranked number 4. So to me, it's like that's my initial thought. Like Lincoln Riley better not get.
Yeah, he got to stick to the script while doing some real coaching this game. Can you hear me, Carter? You there? You there, my brother? So yeah, for everybody jumping in on the chat, come on in, come on in. We're going to talk about the USC versus Penn State coming up. It's going to be an exciting weekend, exciting game. I know Carter going through a little Wi-Fi challenges right now, but we want everybody to come in and drop anything in the chat. We are definitely going to get everybody's thoughts and opinions for this game that's going on this weekend. So just the initial look of looking at Penn State, they got a stout defense. They got a really good defense. They got the DNs. They got two good safeties. One of the safeties is the leading tackler. And then on offense, they got two hogs back there, running back, along with the tight end. Quarterback, I don't think other than one game he really got a chance to open it up yet. So we'll see how that goes when they play SC. Um, Game's gonna be live at 12:30. Coliseum. It's gonna be jumping in there, that's for sure. They come into Cali, which is a great thing for them to come back, for us to jump back on. Our winning. We just got to get back to winning. That's the main thing. Playing winning football, doing this inch by inch, yard by yard. I believe it's gonna be a close game. Um, I also believe that whichever team jumps out in the beginning and can sustain themselves is going to be the team that runs away with this game, because both teams have been horrible first half teams, but in the second half, both teams have been able to really run the numbers on everybody, and especially SC. SC right now ranked one of the top, teams, a third quarter team. So that's going to be real huge for us to be able to come out third quarter, if we could grab the lead and just be able to sustain it. And the way we sustain the game is through the run. Like, I don't know what we do and going away from the run. I know a lot of people, everybody is, talking about how Lincoln Riley, is going to the pass, but he a pass happy quarterback. I mean, it is what it is. So we got to change that up. Like, we're gonna have to just go to the run. If we got to run the ball 50 times, that's what we got to do. As long as we come away with a dub, we're good. We got to get the W. We get the W this game, it's gonna ignite us, I believe, to a whole nother level. First of all, it's gonna change the confidence level of the entire team, the morale of the entire team, knowing that we beat a top five team, knowing that, and I'll admit, after seeing the Minnesota game again, we got shafted out of calls pretty much every Big Ten game we played this year. But you got to play through that. You got to be able to play through the calls. Like, you got to be able to play through the penalties. Like that. I mean, penalties gonna happen every game, but you got to play through that. You got to keep it going. And the number one way to keep it going is through the run. I mean, no team. If I know I'm not the only one watching the games, but no team this year has been able to stop us on the run. Not one team. So if they not stopping us on the run, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep it rolling on what you doing, on how you getting your yards. And then I'm gonna switch it up this week a little bit. If I'm SC, maybe do a couple, we gotta do a couple trick plays in there. See how we can be able to get the num how can we blow the top off the defense? How can we get deep? How can we take people out of doing that too high safety look on us, and we can get the ball downfield? And if we got to go to less wide receivers, I'm fine with that. If we got to run two-man routes, I'm fine with that. And I'm just going to put two men out there. I'm going to put Jacoby on one side. I'm going to put Deuce on the other side. And I'm going to just, if they going to back up as DBs, which I've been watching a lot of teams been doing, I'll just dink and dunk it out to them. Them dudes are 6'5" and 6'6". They going to guarantee 5 yards, 6 yards, just dinking and dunking. And then when they come up, that's when we going deep on them. Other than that, we running the ball, do some screen plays, some draw plays, because those defensive ends coming off the edge for Penn State, they the real deal. This is the best defense, I believe, that we have faced or we're gonna face all season. The defense is incredible. And then a lot of what you see too is not only the defense is credible, that they're not really running a lot. They're playing conservative ball at Penn State because they know they have a good defense. So Franklin knows good and well he has a good defense. So he doesn't have to overplay anything. He doesn't have to overdo anything. He doesn't have to, like his offense, he could play very, very conservative, extremely conservative. And with that conservative ball, it can really play into our hands if we could stop hurting ourselves. Hurting ourselves not only with the penalties, but hurting ourselves with the drop balls, hurting ourselves with, the turnovers and the simple things. We got to tighten that stuff up, man. Like that has to get tightened up like now. We can't wait till a couple games away. We can't afford to lose another game. We want to get in these playoffs. We got to get in there and do this now. We get in there and do this now, get the number 4 team in the whole nation. It's gonna be a game changer. It's gonna set us up for, not only do I believe for the rest of the season, but we could beat that team, get our morale up, which I don't think the morale's really down right now. But to get the confidence up, it's gonna be one of those things where we can run off a dynasty from this one win. Carter, you back?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm back. I'm back. My bad. My bad. Hold on. No, keep talking. I'm finna hop in a minute. Hold on. Keep talking.
Okay. So getting our confidence back up, we're gonna have to do. I mean, when it comes to defense, when we don't see the last couple games, really to where teams are able to run on us too. And then the last game we saw it to where really Minnesota was running nothing deep at all. They just running or passing screens to their running backs. That's it. Nothing else. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 down linemen on y'all. Three of my D tackles with the D in. And bring the safe. And, no, and I'm gonna bring probably one safety up here and there. May want to one high, two high most of the time, just to play it safe a little bit. But our DB game is incredible. We got Jalen Smith on one end, lockdown corner, one of the best lockdown corners in college football, guaranteed. That kid locks down. He knows what he's doing over there. And then you can be interchangeable with the other ones. And Greedy Vance is a nice addition too. When I seen Greedy Vance, I've been watching him like, ooh, okay. He playing sticky. He playing sticky. With this game, we got to watch the tight end. They're saying he the best tight end in the nation. So this is the big thing because we don't got Eric Gentry anymore to kind of, lock that up. So Anthony Beavers, come on down, step on up. It's your game right here. We can lock you up against the number 1 tight end in the nation. That's automatic. You lock him up. You looking at getting drafted for sure. Put that film on. Put that film out that you locked him up. Put him on one on him. Man, let's go. You there, Carter? So what are a lot of your guys' expectations for our offense this game? Like what do we look at do offensively?
All right, I'm back. I'm back. Where we at?
We had what are you looking, Carter, what you looking at to do expectation wise? What are your expectations for our offense this game? What do you want to see, my brother?
Man, I want to see us coming to this game pounding the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to let they edge rushers get loose. You feel me?
Yep.
So I hope we run the ball. I don't expect us to, but I
Right.
hope we do. But hey, Penn State really might force us to though. I mean, Lincoln Riley got to get tired of seeing his plays that he called and get blew up, right?
Yep.
So hopefully this the game that gonna tell us, right? This the game that gonna tell us if we gonna adjust for the rest of the season or not.
Right. This the
We have
biggest game of the season right here.
this the biggest game of the season 100 times, right? Because If we bounce back this game, this could be enough confidence. I feel like, okay, look, this is why this is the biggest game. For us to win this game, we got to play the way we should have been playing against Michigan and Minnesota, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we do win, that means we done probably got our act together compared to the flaws we had. So if we do win this game, I think this could set us up for the rest of the season. We might can run the table if we win this game. If we win this game and run the table, they're gonna forget about Michigan and Minnesota, and we'll be cool. Penn State #4 right now. So they can't say, oh, Penn State was overrated like they tried to say when we played against LSU,
Right.
right? They have to give us credit and put us back in the top 25. Then if we run the table, 10-2 might get us in. Now we outside looking in the Big Ten championship game though, because we already got 2 conference losses.
Right. It would have been probably better to take the LSU loss as opposed to the Michigan loss.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Conference is hurting us to possibly play in the conference championship game, because I know the Big Ten at least gonna get 2 teams in there, and them 2 teams gonna be the teams in the championship game and probably run other team from the conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we run the table and Penn State ain't in it, and say if it's Oregon, Ohio State, right? They say if it's Oregon, Ohio State, and then it's us and Penn State. If we got the head up against Penn State,
We
then
automatically in there.
yeah, we automatically get that third Big Ten team. So this is most definitely the biggest game of the season. Most definitely, everything gonna hinge on this. If we go 3-3, then we gonna have to look at this as a rebuild year, I guess, bro. Like, Bear already left. Oh, and what you think about the news? I hear Gentry finna be out. I wanted to get on
Well,
that before we started on the game topics. Yeah, Gentry to be out indefinitely, but it's whispers around campus that he gonna redshirt this year and come back. But I heard he got a concussion, and it been like his second concussion in like a month or two. I think they said he had another concussion in September. So they
well,
was like,
I'm all about the safety of the kid, man. I'm all about the safety of the player. Cause like, what's the point of throwing him back out there and then he get another one? Now no telling where his career might go. You know what I mean? He has a bright future ahead of him. He sit a year, which it's all going to depend on what his health looks like. But if he's sit a year, that could be another year. Getting another 10, 15 pounds on him. You know what I mean? Another year of just being able to study the defense because he is our best defensive player, hands down, bar none.
right.
But I'm not for putting kids out there if they're gonna be getting hurt. I'm not for it. That's just me.
Nah, that gonna affect their future too. We
Yep.
don't want to end up like Tua, where it's like, bro, you done had so many concussions, you gotta
Right.
retire.
Yeah. You got to be done. You got to call it quits. It's like, man, that kid got such a bright future. Sometimes you just got to sit it down for a little bit, get yourself right, get your mind right, get your body right. And then from there, you could be able to step up, move forward, and everything rock and roll. Because really, if he do, I mean, this is already his defense. Do you imagine next year?
Exactly. That's the bright side though. Like at
Right.
least at least we could get him back next year. Right. So what you think?
Yeah, he can run all over, and they got those young linebackers for him to coach them up. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? They get to see a hands on. And then the linebacker class that we got coming in too. Oh man, they gonna need a leader like Gentry on the field. Somebody who emotionally sound, who holds his gap integrity, who meets every blitz, bro, who drops back in coverage, knocking down passes. He's doing it all. He'll do it all linebacker.
Facts. And he'd be a great mentor and leader for our young guys. Somebody to
Yes,
bring up,
sir.
because if he would have left, right, it would have been basically all youngsters next year with Ray John Davis. Because Mason Cobb gonna be gone, Mascarenas Arnold's gonna be gone, right? And then Gentry would have been gone. He would have burnt his last year if he didn't redshirt. So next year it would have been Ray John and all the freshmen we got now: Desmond Stevens, Elijah Newby, Jaden Daniels. So it's kind of we kind of needed him to come back anyway. You feel me?
Yeah, Carter. But what you thinking also in regards to him out? Dude, they played Mascarenas Arnold and Mason Cobb the whole game last game.
Yeah, I mean, I seen bees get in there a little bit, but
Yeah, Bees was in there,
I don't
but I
think
mean
they want to.
they was putting Bees in on a like a on a different type of role, but they kept
Yeah,
those two middle linebackers in the whole time.
yeah. I mean, I think they don't want to burn them freshmen. I think they want to redshirt them for the future, right? We don't want to waste a year of them just for depth, right? I guess they feel like Mason Cobb and Arnold can handle it. I guess. I mean, you would want to give them some rest. Maybe that's why they was able to keep running the ball. I don't know. That is interesting. We might got to bring one of them young freshmen.
Right, and let them get some run. You don't know till they
Yeah,
get on the field.
yeah. We don't want to wear Mascarenas Arnold Mason Cobb down. You feel me?
Yeah,
We
especially
don't know.
let's say we run the table, but they play every series of every game. By the time we hit the playoffs, it's all bad. I mean,
Exactly.
it's not all bad, but it's like you done ran them to the ground. You know what I mean? Like it's like you got to mix in some freshmen, get them some experience. Like you got to, that you have to.
Yep. So what's
And
your
I believe
speaking of the linebackers though? What's your expectations for our defense? That's what I want to get on. They got that tight end
I
over
was
there.
just talking about this, Carter. I'm gonna go ahead when we play in Penn State, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and put three down D tackles in the game, bro, and rotate them out, in and out. I'm running four down linemen the whole game because those two tailbacks, they're the real deal, especially Singleton. He might be the best tailback in the nation,
So my
and that
question
team
is,
runs the ball.
think they gonna do that though? You telling me what you would do? What you think we gonna do though? That's what I'm asking you. Like, what
We
you
gon'
expect?
we gon' we gonna stay. We'll probably stay in our same base defense that we've been staying in. What I've been noticing also is that like they probably gonna do the same thing. They just gonna run a base defense in the first half, not blitz too much, try to figure out what Penn State doing, and then try to make the changes in the second half. That's basically what we've been doing every game this year.
And do you think that will be a recipe for success or disaster?
I think that's a recipe for disaster.
Mm. So
I'm
we
I'm
come.
I'm coming out jumping on their head. This team starts off slow.
Yeah, Penn State too. Yeah. Penn State
Yeah,
start off.
Penn State starts off slow. We do too, but Penn State starts off slow. So I'm blitzing. I'm coming in, and they got that one wideout that's pretty fast. But I'm just gonna lock up. We've been proving that our DBs can lock up. So why not let them lock up?
Mm-hmm.
And you can bring all the type of exotic blitzes you want. Do what you got to do. If we get on top of them early, like if we miss out on the play, right? They get a touchdown. I'll live with that because I know you made the effort to make a change to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm not
Well,
just up for like, oh, okay, we just gonna try to figure them out. Last time we've been doing that all year, and this team's jumping up on us in the first half.
right. Stay jumping on us. Well, to
So
tell you, oh, you go ahead. Go
I
ahead and
also
finish.
say like, why not change it up? Because they don't expect that from us. They don't expect us to blitz them in the first half. We blitz them in the first half. We gonna come after them. We gonna and I'm gonna truly go man a couple times. I may even go zero a couple times, depending upon where you at on the field. I'm not gonna do it if we in their territory when they're in their territory. But if they come into our territory, I'm willing to go man. We go zero and blitz. We'll bring the whole house on you. You never know when it's coming.
Facts. What I'm expecting the same, right? I'm expecting that this we gonna hold them under 30. First off, I expect us to hold them under 30 points.
Right.
Right. So I expect to see the same, but to me, it's about this is what I'm looking at the defense, what they do when it matters most. Because we done lost two games basically with the other team's final drive.
Yep.
So this defense has been good. I would even say great, but not when it matters most, not when we needed them stops. We can blame it on the offense, and it's a team game. But I know two things for sure. We lost against Michigan on their final drive. They didn't do nothing in the second half, but that final drive when they desperately needed it,
They got
they
it.
right.
And the thing about it, they got it with doing what the staple of what they do, run the ball. This is the same. We're looking at Michigan all over. Although this quarterback, he could throw the ball. That's the only difference. He could throw the ball, but he's not mobile. And you
Right.
see, with Orgy, he wasn't getting out the pocket, getting runs off like that. But we got to get to the quarterback. We have not been able to get to the quarterback. We got to get to the quarterback. Pressure is cool, but we need sacks. We got to get in his head.
And that's why I think we ain't really been able to finish games. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no, even though T's been running, still in that Michigan game, they had a pass play, right? In
Yep.
the drive. Minnesota, they had their biggest pass play on their final drive. They had their biggest pass play when they caught that pass for like 20 yards or something, right?
Right.
So even on the final drives, teams being able to run it or pass it. So to me, with this defense, I'm looking at them to be clutch in the fourth quarter. Just like Deion Bailey said, all the Bears stuff was going on. He said, forget what you done in the first quarter. I care about what you doing when it counts.
Facts. Yep.
So I want to see what this defense gonna do when it counts, right? That's a different story. So they can show me something in the clutch, a clutch stop. Because look, I'm gonna keep it real. How USC play, how the Big Ten play, all these games kind of gonna be close. So I don't see us blowing them out or us blowing them out. I see this game just like all the other games going down to the fourth quarter and who gonna make the plays in the fourth quarter. So that's what I'm looking at for the defense. I'm convinced that we can hold 30. I'm convinced it gonna go back and forth. We gonna compete. They ain't finna go up and down the field on our defense. So I know it's gonna be a close game, and I know we gonna need a key stop. Do
Yep.
we get that key clutch stop when we need it? Right? Did you
If
talk
we're
about
not getting blown out, we're not getting blown out. That's not
no?
happening with none of these teams. These teams ain't even capable of it because they're offenses.
Exactly. Did you talk about your expectations for the offense?
Not really. I didn't really hit on that. Yeah, I was waiting for you, brother.
Yeah, all right, I'll go first. I ain't gonna lie. I expect I
Can you hear me?
expect our offense to struggle, especially in the beginning. Because I'm not convinced yet that Lincoln Riley finna come out and run that ball. And they got them pass rushers. They're gonna get pressure on the quarterback. And
Guaranteed they are.
quarterback in this game of football, it's a game of inches. So one sack can ruin your whole drive, and that'll cost you points every time. And the thing with passing, the defense only got to win one time, right? If it's second and 10 and you get sacked, now it's third and 20. I mean, they won the possession right there unless they give up 1 20-yard play. So that's why offense is so tricky, and you got to be on your game because sometimes the defense only got to win one to take away everything. And if we passing so much, we just gonna get a edge rushers more chances to end our drive, right?
Yep.
Lincoln gonna at least throw the ball 40 times. And out them 40 times, at least gonna be 20 pressures. And two or three of them pressures gonna kill our drives. Two or three drives, that's a potential of 21 points off the board.
Yep.
Unless we run the ball, we bring in the tight ends to help with the pass pro, right?
Hmm. And I'm gonna
And
line them up on both ends. Both
exactly.
ends. I'm gonna help out my tackles. Even though I gotta run 2-man routes, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. For reals.
If I
I
gotta
rather
run 2-man routes, I'm good with that.
yeah, I rather run 2, 3 man routes with protection with the quarterback got all day to throw.
Yep, because they can't keep up with Jacoby. They can't
Nah,
keep up with dudes. And then
nah.
also, if we putting Zachariah in the slot, that gives him time to get downfield,
Yeah.
which you can't keep
Exactly.
up with that speed.
Exactly. Exactly my point. That's another reason why we ain't been able to hit no big plays. We ain't even had time to T Reezy, you trying to come on stage, bro. You gotta your mic and cam ain't on. You gotta turn your mic. You ain't gotta turn your cam on, but you gotta turn your mic on. But yeah, man. So it's like give that protection, and it don't matter if we got all day to throw. We gonna make big plays. Maybe Miller Moss actually hit Zachariah this time when he opened deep. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we hit Makai. You know what I'm saying when he opened
Yep.
deep because a few times Makai and Zachariah then got behind the defense over the top, but Miller Moss underthrew it because he was under pressure, got sacked or overthrew it.
He got too
Right?
many He got too many people coming in his face, man. And it's like that. I don't care what nobody say. You a quarterback, they coming at you like that, the way they coming at SC, and you hearing it all from everybody, how they just getting in when they want to, that's gonna play in your head.
Exactly.
So when you coming up short, I remember we talked about this yesterday, Carter. I was telling you, I was like, you got a wide receiver that's 6'5", you got another one 6'6". If the DBs drop off on him, I'm just gonna throw it straight out to him and let him get 5-6 yards. He may break the tackle and take it for a big game. I'm gonna
Facts.
make them come up. I'm gonna make them press me. I'm gonna make them bring it all. Like I'm gonna make you do it, because once you do that, it's game over for you.
Exactly. What you think? Let's move to the. What you think the keys? What's going to be the key of the game on the offensive side of the ball for SC? The
I
key
think the
recipe.
key is to run the ball, and I'm gonna give what's his name. This I think we'll talk about this later, but I think this is gonna be his redemption game is Quentin Joyner. I'm gonna let Woody and Quentin Joyner. I'm gonna let them go ham. I'm gonna let them go ahead and do their thing. I'm gonna run them up the middle. I'm gonna run them off the tackles. I don't know how we'll be running them on the inside, because I haven't really looked at what their linebackers, but I know them safeties come up and hit. The safeties for Penn State come up and hit. So they remind me of like a Kamari Ramsey. You know what I mean? They play the edge very well. So I'm
Right.
just gonna run straight at him. I'm gonna bring it straight at him. And then when it comes to the passing game, it's just like I was telling you earlier, dude. I'm gonna just let Jacoby and Deuce sit up out there, and I'm just gonna dink and dunk it. We can't sustain a whole drive. So why not make it easier on them to sustain the whole drive? We ain't got to keep trying to go for the deep ball or anything, but let's prove to them and let's prove to the Big Ten that we can do that. We can play your ball and win, and then when it opens up, we can play our ball and win.
Right. Right. For me, the key to the game is the offensive pass protection. Our pass
Mm-hmm.
because until Lincoln Riley showed me that he could be balanced and stick to the run, I think our pass pro gonna be tested every game, and that's gonna be the key whether our offense scored 20 points or 40. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
to me,
So you're saying you're not leaving those tackles out there with those DNs by themselves, though?
I'm not. You a fool. You'll be a fool. We'll be a fool. Right? You can't do that. You can't because other teams with lesser pass rushers, we make every team pass rushers look legit. Like Minnesota had a solid defense, but they pass rush wasn't like that until they played against us, and they didn't get a lot of sacks on us. They got one, but they was pressure in the pocket a lot, collapse in the pocket a lot, right? So
Right.
until I see Lincoln Riley be disciplined enough, to me, for every game for our offense, the key is going to be the pass protection. So that's mainly Murphy, Page, and Noah. That's going to be the key for every offensive game. We're going to go as far as the pass protection take us in Lincoln Riley play calling. So
Now,
outside,
Carter, go ahead.
yeah, yeah. So I expect the offense to go to a short pass game. I expect him to try to go to a short pass game because I feel like he's gonna still try to pass, but he know the pressure gonna be failing, so he gonna try to get it out quick. Please no bubble screens to Zachariah. They waiting for that, right?
Uh, Definitely.
But don't throw the running back screens. The running back screens being successful, and even when it ain't successful, it's still getting 2 or 3 yards, right? And keeping the defense off balance where they just can't pin their ears. We gotta keep running them running back screens and hit our running back out the backfield, right? So the short passing game with the receivers, I even want us to use some of the tight ends this game to really keep them off balance because I want us to go in more 12 personnel anyway to help the tackles. But
Yeah.
sometimes since my tight end's gonna be on the field so much, we're gonna pass it to them too. So when they see us coming two tight ends, they just ain't gonna think like, oh, we know this run. Like, no,
Yeah.
we might pass out this thing too, right? So use our tight ends for blocking and receiving, and use our running backs and tight ends in the pass game. And I think that'll throw Penn State off guard. I've been listening to all these coaches, and they always praise our wide receivers, talking about they werewolves and they special athletes. So every team fear our wide receivers. So they game planning for that. So let's game plan to get our tight ends more involved, our running backs more involved, right?
And with the tight ends, I'm a run directly at the DNs.
Right,
So I'm gonna run them out in the first half. I'm gonna run them down in the first half. I'll put the
right.
tight ends. So we'll control the edge. You get because I know Lincoln Riley's good at having that two tight end set on one side, but normally what he's doing, he's pulling them, to block on the opposite side. Nah, I'll be running at those DNs and wear them out.
Yeah, double teaming with the tackle and the tight end.
Yup, double team them, run straight at them, and they're gonna get tired of that after a whole half of dealing with it.
Exactly. Let your because let's be real. Our pass rush is weak because Murphy and Page feet ain't quick enough. Let them use their size then. They ain't got no speed advantage, right?
Yep.
So
Let them put that weight on them.
let them lean on them to tire
Yep.
them down. And when you tired, you ain't got that same initial burst, right?
Yep.
So you got to lean on. So that's my key is always the offense pass pro because I feel like that's just what's stopping this offense from humming. Like outside of the drops we had, it's the pass protection, right?
We're
If
gonna
you're
need a big play, bro. We're gonna need a big play from the White House, though. Like
but
we
if
didn't
we
get one the last game, but we're gonna need that, man, for sure.
yeah, I want to see Jacoby Lane bounce back. He kind of had like a little rough game. He broke out against Wisconsin, but Minnesota was owning him, right? He didn't really break loose. So we will make a big play in the passing game if we get the protection. But it's hard to get that protection, and then every team is running too deep on us. So all these Big Ten teams is feeling like they having success with us. They like, okay, we holding Lincoln Riley offense usually average 40 points. We holding them to 20, 24, 17. That's a good game. So this is the blueprint. So teams been running too high safety. So it's gonna be hard to hit a big play when these teams is playing us to stop the big play. We got to hit the little plays so much that they forced to come up. Then we hit the big play, right? We got to take what they give us, and then they gonna give us something else, and that gonna be the big play. They coming out the game saying we stopping the big play against us, right?
Yeah, and also if you notice, all the teams, all of them running zone. Nobody running man on us.
Yeah,
It's
I
like they
mean,
scared to run man. It's like they scared to run man. Like we are not running man on those athletes. Like we're not gonna do that. So it's like, okay, you gotta have some zone busters. You gotta bring them up out of that.
right,
You have
right,
to bring them out of playing zone against you. Like, okay, how can we do this to where they know if they play zone, they're gonna get murdered every single time.
right.
And that's running those tight ends, the two tight ends to one side, or you can split them each side. And if you got to run 2-3 man routes, that's fine. And run
Yeah,
that kid Joyner again, man. Put that kid back in. That kid was popping plays. He was getting off. I know he had the fumble, but dude. I bet, man, he was like 11 yards of carry. Woody Marks is at 6.2. Like I'm running them, and I'm going straight at you to let you know we running, and you're going to have to deal with it all daggone game.
Quentin Jordan, the way he run, I be feeling like he gonna pop something. It's something about him.
Yep.
It's crazy about him too because Woody Marks look faster than him, but then again, I don't think he is. I think Quentin Joyner take longer strides. Basically, what I'm saying, I be feeling Quentin Joyner is faster than he look,
Quentin
right?
Jordan, I think, is a tougher tailback too. Like
Oh
you see
yeah,
what he did to that DB against Michigan. That dude's gonna be in the top 5 pick next year. And
exactly.
he
Yeah, he
and he
running
ran him over as a sophomore against a junior.
right, right. So I like that kid. He gonna get another chance, no doubt, because Woody Marks, he ain't even designed to keep making 25 carries like he did last time. He ain't even built like that. He'll wear down, right?
Yep.
He ain't used to carrying the ball. So if we make the adjustments that we need to make, bro, then yeah, Quentin Jordan gonna have to need more touches because we gonna need to run the ball 40 times a game for me, especially against a team like this with this serious pass rush. Speaking of pass rush, what you think the keys for our defense this game?
The keys for our defensive game is it's only three things we got to stop. We got to stop the run. No, two things, and we got to stop the tight end. No, 3, yeah. And then we got to keep that wide receiver from going deep. There's one wide receiver they have. He done broke like 3, 4, 5, 50, 50 plus plays, 50-yard plus plays this year.
Mm. So they got a
So
little
I'm the tight end locking him up, running, y'all not running, and
mm.
that's what it is. And get to the daggone quarterback.
Okay. Can you hear? What happened?
What was
You might
that?
be
Can you hear me?
lagging. My keys to the defense, though. This is my keys. We gotta make them beat us with the passing game, y'all.
Yep.
Right? We gotta make them beat us. Hey, you had went out. You had was you done saying what you saying? I want to let you finish before I start on the keys for the defense. But you had
Oh
went
no,
out.
that's exactly how I look at it. Like you got to bait them in the passing because they're a running team. They number what like 16, 18 in the nation and running. They got the best tailback, one of the best tailbacks in the nation. So
Right.
I'm taking that out of your repertoire. You're done. And Deanton Lynn
Right.
is good at that.
So
So I'm gonna
yeah.
load up the
So like I
box.
was saying, my keys make them beat us with the passing game. The Big Ten then showed us twice that they with the run game, no pass game even necessary. If we lose that, right? If we lose, that's one thing. If we keep losing the same way, that's insane. That's unacceptable. I would
Yep.
accept this loss and feel better about it. They quarterback 100 yards. We bet not lose this game talking about damn they ran 200 plus, ran it down the field for the final drive, right? So that's my key. Make them with the pass game. Period. Period. Because we already did lost two. Like it's insane. One, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. And
Nah,
I'm bringing that.
nah.
I'm telling you, I'm bringing the house almost every year. They gonna get tired of seeing our players in the quarterback face. They're gonna get tired of seeing our players in the backfield. We gonna get it. We got to get in the backfield. We got to get in their backfield with regularity, like with doing it consistently.
Our blitzes ain't been working.
Well, a lot of reason why is because they splitting those
Like
deep,
we
they
be
splitting those
we
deep
blitz up
tackles
the
in the middle.
they be catching. Like this is the only thing I like. If there's five linemen, I mean five offensive line, and you got four D linemen. If you blitz somebody now, what you doing? You only making it on five. I want to blitz that extra man be unblocked. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You want your blitz to be accounted for one. If not, hold for the line and make a communication mistake.
Well, a lot of that too
So
is putting. I'll put a D tackle over the center. Our D tackles, if
yup,
you
like
look
look,
at it, in like 80% of the plays, they split like on the guards. They're not over the center. I'll put a D tackle over the center. Once he snap it, it's a wrap for him. I'll put Kobe Pepe
right,
on him. Put them 320 pounds on him all game. See what that feel like.
right. Now look at this comment. He say the Anton seen spook blocks. He doesn't like giving up chunk plays through the air, so he always in too high. It's time to say F it. Exactly. That's what me and my boy been saying. Like I've been saying it like since after the Michigan game. We need to stack the box and it ain't just about stacking the box, it's about being not being outnumbered. Don't put us in a situation where they got 7 dudes blocking and we only got 4 dudes at the scrimmage and 2 or 3 linebackers behind them. No, we want to have even numbers or at least a 6 on 7. But when you got 7 on 4, 7 on 5, it's a wrap. So yeah, you're right. He don't like giving up chunk plays, but you can't. But it's a certain thing called death by 1,000 paper cuts, and that's what teams been doing. Paper cutting us. Then you know what I'm saying? We ain't allowing for the knockout shot, the kill shot, the haymaker, but we taking body shot after body shot with the run game.
Yep.
Right? Like the game, a big pass play is kind of like somebody hitting you on your chin and stunning you, and you snapping up out of it. Like once you back up, you good. That was a mind damage. But when you getting them body shot, that hurt. That gonna wear you down. That gonna make you weak. That gonna so him not loading the box. The team that's running and running, guess what? That's wearing down our defensive lineman. That's wearing down our linebacker. Miss
Well, all these
15
Big Ten
tackles.
teams, bro, all these Big Ten teams, they've been running. It's like when I'm watching these games, when I'm seeing these teams, all of them run damn near the same type of offense.
Right.
Run, run, run. So that's the type of defense they used to dealing with too. So do they defense like how they used to doing. Like go ahead and like we gonna run mano y mano. It's good. Don't even worry about it. I'll bring some exotic blitzes. I'll bring some other things. But in regards to athletes, I'm gonna trust in my athletes, especially on the corners. And I'm gonna be like, all right, we gonna go man to man, and we just gonna stop you like this easily, and we're gonna do it easily. We may
Facts.
give up something. We may give up a little bit. Those teams in the Big Ten, bro, these teams in the Big Ten, you get up on them, they're not coming back because they don't know how to throw the ball.
Exactly. That's all we got to do is get up 2 touchdowns, 2 scores, and we'll be good. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. 84 for life. Speaking of that, though, if y'all don't know, they didn't clip this channel. They didn't ban it. I still could go live, but they won't let me monetize, right? So at the top of the chat, I got a link to a video to the new channel. So if y'all ain't went over there already, which I know most of y'all ain't, it's 1,800 over there. I only got like 60 over there. I need y'all to click on that link. Wait, do I got it? Let me make sure I got it. I'm telling y'all to click on it. I ain't even got it. I said I ain't put it in there. All right, I'm gonna put the link in there right now for Carter TV. Y'all go to that channel. I'm gonna start doing the content over there because they clipped this one, right? I was speaking too much truth. You know what I'm saying? They had to clip this channel messing around with the entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Somebody pushed a button on me, right? So make sure y'all go to Carter TV, man. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. I'm a card or something. And
So real
go ahead.
man,
Go ahead.
y'all support Carter, man. Y'all go in there, you know, get on the link. Go ahead and subscribe to my boy new channel. Everybody know he bring the realest content. The brother's always coming strong, doing his thing, dedicating his time to this. And it's like, let's just give respect where respect is due on everything that he does, all perspective of different sports and other different celebrity lifestyles and everything. He bringing the real, man. And we gotta always support our own. We gotta support our people, the people that we follow, the people that we love, and let's get this brother to the next level, man. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean y'all already rocking with me, so just just
Right.
hit sub on the other channel. But
Yep.
let me see
I,
what we
I got I got a question for you, Carter.
go ahead.
So who's gonna be your player for SC that's gonna be like that X factor on offense and defense. The swing of game, they gotta really show up. They gotta really go ham.
I think we can win without anybody going ham. Team ball, I think we can win. I don't think we need a great performance from somebody. To tell you the truth, if I'm talking about one man, it's the coach. But I feel like you want to hear a player, so I'm like, it could be anybody. Like anybody could break out. We all got that talent. Any one of them receivers and them running backs could break out and be the X factor and take over. Somebody on defense could break out. Like somebody could break out. Like Anthony Lucas could break out and have 2 or 3 sacks, and that could be the difference in the game, right? So to
Yep.
me, the player, if I'm to guess, I'm looking at your boy Quinn Joyner. This might be his game because I feel like if we smart, we heavy, and he could get a lot of carries and carry us home to a victory. Just the running back duo, period, or our edges. So the answer to your question is twofold: running backs and or one of them edges could seriously change this game to where it could swing it in our favor, right? So if we busting for 8 or 9 yards and carry again, that could swing the game in our favor. Or if we actually getting pressure on the quarterback this time, Anthony Lucas, Braylon Shelby break free, that could change the tone of the game. Because this defensive system ain't even hit its ceiling without a great pass rusher. See, this defense works best with a great pass rusher, right? So that could swing the ties to make this defense go from a good defense to a dominant defense. And it can be because I look at it, even when we don't have enough men in the box against the run, we still be stopping the run. We still be doing our thing, going back and forth. So if I know if we even up the numbers, we'll be good. So the next step I want to see is our defensive ends, our edges, start to get some pressure, right? Show that dog work. I know they've been putting in work, and Coach Henry been on these dudes, and they've been getting close all season. I need them to start getting home right now and getting pressure consistently. To me, that's the key to answer your question. One of them edges, one of them running backs could change the game. You know we deep at the wide receiver core, so they could do it as a unit.
Facts. And then for me, man, my big player on defense is going to be Anthony Beavers.
Beavers,
And the reason why is because that tight end.
right?
That tight end is their go-to guy. So Anthony Beavers is going to be, I think, holistically as a team. All right, like I know you're saying with the rush, I definitely agree with you, but it's also being able to lock down the wideout so the rush can get there. And their main target is the tight end. We lock him down, take him out the game. You lock down those wideouts. The rush is coming. It's gonna come. I believe it's gonna come with time, but we got to get there, and it's gonna come with us locking up. Our DBs are too good, bro. I really think our DB, we got some of the best DB class in college, for sure. It's like let them go ahead and go out there and shine. We got those two big corners, like three big corners. You know what I mean? We got, I think, one of the best safeties in all of the United States with Kamari Ramsey. Let him go ahead and shine, lock up, play no fly zone in the back, and then we just gonna come after you. We gonna come after you every single play. Like that's what we gonna do. We just gonna let our DBs locked up, but we gonna come after you with all types of blitzing. You never know what's gonna come from. And then on
Yeah,
offense, I agree with you on the running. On the offense, I agree with you on the running. Um, you know, a big part of it though is going to be our tight ends.
right,
The tight ends in the blocking and the tight ends in the receiving game.
right.
Can we get them loose? Can we get them straight going up the seam? Could we get them on a little, screen route where he picking up 7, 8, 9, 10 yards on a little out route? Because they're not expecting that.
Right. They not. They expecting us to force feed the wide receivers,
Yep.
throw bubble screens and shit, right?
Which is
So
exactly what we've been doing. The blueprint's out, and even if we lose and stupid crap happens, we still doing the same thing. And it's like, man, that's a definition of insanity, like you said. Expecting the same thing, doing the same thing, expecting a different result. Nah, man, we got to open it up a little bit and go to more. And I would try to, like you seen with Minnesota, dude, they ran. The coach said it. We came out just throwing screen passes to the tailback, and that number one was getting off.
right, right. So we got to start doing the same shit. To be honest, I hate to say it,
That's the
we got
truth.
to start doing the same thing. So it's like I ain't even to tell you the truth, bro. I ain't even watching the play. I'm looking at the game plan. The game plan is gonna show me from the beginning who gonna do what and how we looking at how we gonna play in our mentality coming out. So I'm looking at the coaches and see what we coming with. I really feel like if we just make the adjustments, bro, we could surprise everybody. Like we could really surprise people and beat Penn State because they probably feeling like when you watch from a distance, it's like okay, USC they weak. Yeah, they lost to Minnesota, right? They weak sauce, right?
Right.
But
We
as fans,
underdogs on this one. Yeah.
yeah. So, but as fans, we watch the team and we know our potential, right? We know that we losing because of we not running enough because Lincoln Riley play calling, right? Bad reps, this, right? So if that get fixed, I feel like we could turn it around. What you think? You think we could run the table, or you think this is what it is? The coaches ain't gonna change. Lincoln Riley ain't gonna change. And this is how we gonna be all season. Or do you feel like we can switch it and hit the gear, or this team just don't got it?
I feel like I feel like we got all action in all games for the rest of the year. It's just gonna take the coaching to be able to adjust, bro. Like if the coaching can adjust to being in the Big Ten and knowing that like we have the talented players. See, the difference is a lot of these Big Ten teams, they don't have the talented wideouts. They don't got the athletes. They got the line. So if we could just get that line established and help our O line out mainly, we could get on top of teams early. We could really play the type of defense we want to do. We get on top of a team 14-0, you already know blitz packages coming from everywhere. You already know we can play whatever type of defense we want because they can't do what they all these teams do, which is running the ball.
Facts.
So if you're gonna run the ball, let's say we come out, we run the ball on them, we get up 14-0. It's a wrap. We win in the game because we already and we already see what they do. We can make the adjustment at halftime to go ahead and throw up another 35 on them.
Exactly.
And that team coming to the Collie, we're not going to them. We having huge
Marvino,
struggles going on the road. When they coming to the Collie, nah, it's rocking in here. They gonna be stuck in the whole LA limelight. Like, oh my God, it's LA. Like, nah, jump up on the team, man. Once I go up, and if I'm Lincoln Riley, I'm telling, if we win the coin battle, I'm taking the ball. Give
right.
me the ball. We going first. Like, that's how we gonna do this.
Come on and set the tone. Put 7 on the board. Try to play with a lead from the get. But
Yeah.
Marvino DeCarlo said Penn State is holding teams to 4 yards per play. SC's averaging 8 yards. That's key.
Yeah, because they
So
got those DNs.
that's defense.
Well, they got a defense. Like their defense is already established. They got older statesmen over there on their defense. They
Experience
got cats
defense.
been over there been 3 years, and they playing those kids as freshmen. That kid Singleton, that's a tailback. He been playing since a freshman. They've been getting run since a freshman. Like what we were talking about earlier about with our linebackers, I'm gonna let them get in there because it's only gonna play better for you down in the future. It's only gonna play better for you in the future. Them kids gonna have reps on their name.
Facts. Right. So yeah, it's a home game, Marvino. Now that link, I just dropped the link right there. Click on that video link, and that video link will channel, and y'all just hit subscribe. That video link is to a little NFL video. I ain't started putting up videos up on there yet, but click that link right here. Just go down to the bottom of the comments, and you will see it. Click it and sub to the page. But yeah, so they defense experience, so we should expect them to, probably play good on the road and discipline. Penn State don't seem like an amazing team, but they seem disciplined. They seem like a team that ain't gonna beat themselves, and a team that know their identity and their strength. See, that's what's wrong with us. I don't feel like on offense we definitely don't know our identity, or we got the wrong identity. You feel me?
Yep. And the
So
identity is gonna come this game when we go. All we got to do is just make a statement. This game, we can make a statement, bro. I was saying this earlier. We can make a statement this game to where we can not only run off the rest of this season, but we can start our dynasty with this one game. This one game can start our dynasty. Like, okay, okay, we can run. Man, we got 320-pound dudes up front on the O line. You know what? We gonna have them lean on you all game. We'll see how that look out for you at the end of the game. Where everybody pumping up how these DNs are, we run on them. It's a wrap. You get up. Let's say you even get up by like 10-0. Oh, now you can open up the playbook. I wouldn't open up the playbook until we up.
right.
I will wait. I'll be like, okay, we up 10-0. Hey, if I'm Lincoln, I'm like, all right, I'm about to start doing dialing up stuff on them. And I'm going to D'Anton. I'm like, just bring it every single time. Bring a blitz. Bring whatever you want to, bro. We up. And we up at home. It's a wrap. It's a done deal. Bye-bye. See you later, Penn State. Y'all go ahead and go fly back home. And we'll talk to y'all next year or when we see y'all again.
They quarterback, I'm looking at the stats. He doing good this year.
Yeah, he's
He
efficient.
already passed yards. He got 60%, 9 touchdowns.
Yep.
one interception. Who they been playing? Who they
But
have
they
a
see
soft
the only
schedule?
real team they don't play. Well, they play two real teams. Well, they played Michigan, and then they also play Illinois. And then last week's game, if you look at that one against UCLA, I think they just wasn't really trying to. They was being vanilla with everything because they didn't want. They was anticipating this SC game.
Oh, they ain't play nobody. They play West Virginia, Green, Kent State. They played Illinois, gave them a tough game, 21-7. That game, Alar only passed for 135 yards. His high came against Kent State. Yeah, this gonna kind of be their first test too, though, bro. Look,
Yep.
who they played. They ain't played no LSU's, no Michigan yet. Like they played West Virginia. I think West Virginia half decent, but Bowling Green, Kent State, I don't know. Illinois ranked 19, so I guess we could count that. I don't think they battle tested, but they experienced, so we should expect that to be a big factor. But we should have a battle test advantage, though. You feel me?
Yep.
They
And they
had
didn't
kind of
really
like
blow UCLA. They didn't blow UCLA.
nah,
UCLA
they
is like equivalent to what Utah State is.
yeah, for reals.
So they should have blown them.
Like
I mean, I know they only holding the one touchdown. Great, cool, but UCLA is like, man, good luck with y'all. Y'all need some help. But you,
40 on you.
yeah, UCLA, yeah, they getting blown out by everybody. So I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna bring it to them in the first quarter. If we go out and we on defense in the first half, the first quarter, first possession, I'm bringing it on them. I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna put you in. It's gonna be a long game for you.
They running back at 7.7 yards a carry.
Yeah, I was telling you, like running back, both of those running backs is legit.
Yeah, both of them. The other one averaged 5 yards. K Tron averaged 5 yards a carry. He the number one back though. He got 74 carries. The backup, the one busting though, averaging
No.
7.7.
That backup, bro, is he's actually their number one running back, but he didn't play last game.
Oh, okay.
So
So
like
the
if
other
you
dude,
look at it, if you look at the stats through all the games, he been busted for 100. The number one back the whole season. He been busted for 100 every game.
yeah,
But
that's
he
why he
didn't play
got
against UCLA. But like what they ran that backup like 21 times last game.
had to because he got 74 total carries.
Yeah, they ran like 21 carries against
On the
UCLA with him.
top. And you right, they tight end lean they receptions with 23. Good tight
They
end
labeled.
scary though. Because if he
That's
a
what I
good
told you.
tight
And
end,
Bees,
yeah, we gonna need bees.
we gonna
We
need
gonna
Bees this game for real. Like you could play on top of him, and we're good. You play on top of him, and like, well, he gonna get some catches. He's that good. I mean, if he number one, I mean, he gonna get it. He gonna do his work. But it ain't like we just gotta limit it. We don't want it to be like how it was at that Utah game a couple of years ago, where the tight end would just went dumb hand. Because this dude is capable of that.
yeah, looking at a receiving court, I'm with you, bro. I'm blitzing, I'm bringing heavy pressure.
You see them numbers? Like I'm like, oh, they wired out. Nah, we got Greedy, we got Humphrey, we got Jalen Smith, we got what's that kid from Mississippi State? We got him over there. Like we could probably put our freshman Conley and all like on those wideouts, and it's all good. And then I'm just gonna just keep bringing it up the middle on them, and just because they're gonna keep running the ball. That's what they do. They're number 16 in the nation and running like 16 or 18.
Well, Marvin DiCarlo, Penn State main weapon seem like they running back and they tight end. So we gonna have to play man ball. You feel me? 7 in the box, beef, get the tight end when they want to play. Right.
Yep.
Think of where they main weapons. We really gonna have to play this how we should been playing every game. Like it's crazy because every team in the Big Ten except Ohio State is the same identical team. They
Well,
gonna
there's two
run the
teams. There's
ball.
two teams. There are two teams. Ohio State and Oregon are different offensively.
Them the
Other than
only
that,
them the only teams. Every other team, you gonna basically have the same game plan, right?
Yep.
They could be running the ball heavy, and they could be using the tight ends, and they gonna play field position. They gonna try to eat up the clock, shorten down the game, shorten your possession. It's the same thing every game. So we got to come with the same game plan that we should have came against Michigan, that we should have came against Minnesota. That's why this game is so key, and that's why I'm really just so intrigued about this team because y'all, we really got the talent to be 5-0 right now, right? We
Yep.
really got the talent to win games. So it's key to see if we gonna make the adjustments. John, if we don't make the adjustments this game, like stack the box, focus on stacking the run, running the ball, protecting the quarterback, two tights, chip blocking, then I don't think we ain't gonna never change it. I think we gonna be in this mode the whole season. They gonna die by they loyals, I guess. I don't know, bro. But if we don't do it this game, I don't know.
Bro, I feel like, man, I'm gonna play them at their own damn game. This what you do? I could do that too, but I could do it better. I got two beasts of a tailback, and don't even mention that freshman Brian Jackson. If I put him in and just keep running down on y'all, hitting your linebackers, he gonna keep hitting your linebackers. When he keep hitting your linebackers over a course of time, they gonna give in. But it's gonna be like, and that's what they doing to us. Over a course of time, they running through the linebackers, they running through the safeties because they keep running the same damn play, bro. Like they're running the same plays. Like they're run plays, but they're running the same thing. They're running off tackle, up the middle, but they're running. That's all they do. That's the whole Big Ten. That's all of it. Like if you can stop the run in the Big Ten, you can win the Big Ten. If you can stop the run in the Big Ten, you can win the Big Ten.
Exactly. So
Because
what's
there's
your
nobody that can. There is no the only wide receiver. I would he wouldn't put fear in me, but the only wide receiver that's good is the one from Ohio State. Other than our wideouts, we got four wideouts that are equivalent. Any one of those four wideouts will be the star wide receiver at any one of those teams.
right?
The number one guy. We got four of them. We just can't get them the ball. So we got to figure out how we can get them the ball.
So what's your prediction on this game? Who gonna win? What's the score? Score
27,
prediction.
27-24 SC.
27-24.
We not gonna hit. We're not gonna hit. And I'm a diehard USC fan, so I'm gonna go for USC on the win. And I know they at home. I know we're at home. I know we coming off of what happened in Minnesota. So I'm hoping that gets some fire under us to be able to be like, even if it's a close game, we could pull it out. And we pull it out, I feel like it's gonna be a close one because I don't know if Lincoln Riley gonna go from I don't know if he gonna stop passing the ball.
Yep. I think this is what I think. I think we win 28-27, and we gonna win on the final drive, like other teams been doing us. I like we gonna figure it out. We gonna Big Ten to Big Ten, right? And we gonna win this game winning drive, 28-27, or a game stopping drive. Cause I got a feeling this gonna be another game that gonna go down to the last possession, y'all.
Yep.
And I don't feel like our team is a joke. I don't feel like we a choke, right? So we gonna eventually win one of these close games, and this could be the one at home. Our back is against the wall. This another game. We gonna have a gang of recruits there.
Yep.
Penn State travels, right? We don't want Penn State to beat us and they do what they did the Miami, Florida State, whatever that was. We don't want the Penn State players telling our recruits in the crowd, come to Penn State. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big game. You know what I'm saying? The recruits gonna be watching. It probably really be a sellout because I know Penn State traveled very well. Like I remember we played them in the Rose Bowl. They was almost deeper than USC. So it's like it's gonna be a packed house. Our back against the wall. I think we gonna come out swinging. USC, we always been to school to lose them games that we should win, right? Big games, we win a lot of big games, right? Like that LSU game. right? USC history, we got a history of winning a big game. It be them underdog games. It be them USC Stanford game, Pete Carroll, John Harbaugh, what's your deal type games. You know what I'm saying? Playing at Oregon
Mm-hmm.
and Corvallis type games. Right? Now look, the Minnesota game. So, but games like this, SC seem to win for some reason. All the trash we talking for some reason. I think they're gonna get it together for some reason. I
This is
think
gonna be the game that we're making a statement, bro. Like we're making a statement. Like, okay, just like we're 3-2 right now, but we could easily be 5-0. And then for us to go run this off on Penn State, that's gonna show not only our team, our confidence is gonna boost. That's gonna show the Big Ten, but not only that, the rest of the nation to put them on notice. Like we can run with anybody.
and look, everybody is all in accordance. Look at this comment. We just was saying this. The offense, right tackle, and left tackle is our Achilles heel. Short check down to the tight end and using running game to move the chains.
Yep.
We all see it. Like if you know football, that's the adjustment to a shaky passing protection anyway, right?
Yeah, and yeah, then bro,
This
also
is
what we could
football
do is we could
101.
yep, and then hit them with the play action.
Yeah, since you want to pass so much, right?
Yeah, so then like I'm gonna keep running it at them. Like I'm gonna do exactly what they doing to me. I'm gonna keep running it, and I'm gonna hit them with the play action, and I'm gonna hit them with Jacoby. I'm gonna hit them with Makai. I'm gonna hit them with Deuce. I'm gonna hit them with Zachariah, and it's too Zachariah got to be a decoy at this point because like they're on him. I don't think it's that the kid's having a bad year. I think the fact that they are zoning in on him.
Right.
And
See,
he gotta stop fair catching balls. Just take it, bro. Like go ahead. If I'm Lincoln, I'm like, hey man, listen, just go ahead, bro.
look, check it out about Zachariah. Zachariah going through a lot of players going through a sophomore slump, right? I mean, this is not unnormal in college sports. That's why it's a name, it's a saying for it, the sophomore slump. A lot of players sophomore year be worse than their freshman year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that factor? I also think it's like what you said. Teams watched us last season and seen his electricity and how he's six waiting to happen. Their game plan is slow him down, even this season, right? Even 5 games in, and this dude ain't got no touchdowns. If you watch the game, he's still getting double teamed.
Yep.
If they ain't double teaming him, they bracketing him, right? So you got that. And then you also got Miller Moss. Miller Moss is not good hitting him down the field. This Minnesota game, even in this Minnesota game, it was in the first quarter.
Oh, when
Miller Moss,
he was out of there. He was good.
yeah,
That was an easy tug. That was an easy tug.
yeah. Miller Moss missed him, but he had beat the corner and the safety, split them, bam, had beat them both. But Miller Moss threw it over to the left too far. He overthrew it. And he was getting pressure too. So it was like, so every game I watched, the LSU game, every game except the Utah State game, Zachariah has gotten open deep for a touchdown. Miller Moss dismissed him 4 times. So we talking about Zachariah like he just trash, but if you watching the game, if Miller Moss was accurate on his targets to him, Zachariah would have 4 touchdowns. Like I ain't making this up. Like y'all go watch the USC first game and watch it close. Watch every pass play. Miller Moss missed Zachariah for 4 touchdowns. Now I know Zachariah he been having the dropsy, so he could have dropped them, right? But out
Yeah.
4, he was gonna at least catch 2 or 3 of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna drop everything. So, his season ain't that bad. Y'all gotta realize that wide receivers, they are very dependent on the team. They dependent on the offensive line to block for the quarterback. They're dependent on the quarterback to find them. Right? So, say for instance, USC, we already platoon like 6 or 7 wide receivers out there. So, how many snaps you think Zachariah get in the game? Like 30 snaps, 35 snaps, right? So let's say if he getting 30 to 35 snaps, Let's say 30, a nice even round number. Say he getting 30 snaps. 15 of them snaps might be run plays. Bam. Right? The other 15 pass plays, your quarterback, you could have got open, but the quarterback didn't find you. Somebody else was open, or the ball was inaccurate, or the quarterback got pressured. You just couldn't get found, right? So, as a receiver, every time you win, the quarterback ain't gonna get the ball to you.
Right. That's even one
So,
like 3 to 5 targets a game.
right. So, all I'm saying with Zachariah is he playing better than what y'all think. It ain't like he's a dude that just can't get open. Now he been having problems catching the ball, right? He had a couple. It ain't like he got a gang of drops, but he had a couple key drops. It's magnified because these games is so close. Like the drops wouldn't be so glaring if we was up by 2-3 touchdowns, right? But his drops being at key moments where it looked like, damn, what's wrong with him? But when I'm looking at a wide receiver, is you getting open? Can you get open? And he can get open though. Him and Miller Moss just ain't got that synergy. You know what I'm saying? They just ain't got that connection for some reason, especially on the deep balls. And like Zachariah, he's smaller and faster. And Miller Moss, he used to throwing to bigger receivers. Everybody else big. Cal Ford, Jacoby Lane, Deuce Robinson, even Kyra Hudson, like 6'2". So when you used to passing the bigger, slower receivers, I feel like he have a hard time tracking Zachariah trajectory. So he either always overthrow him or underthrow him. So
Yep.
it's kind of tough. So that's why I got an incomplete grade for Zach. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. Like I done seen the man get open for 3 or 4 touchdowns. But hopefully, right? Hopefully that start clicking. Right. So think about it. We lost 2 games, one by 7 points and one by 3 points. Both them games, Zachariah get open for a touchdown, but he get missed. If we disconnect on the plays that he had got open, we 5-0 right now. Right? So it's still a chance that they could get, don't give up on Zach. And if Zach start balling, I don't want to hear nobody try to hop back on the train because it's like people that hopped off the train on Zach. He still got a chance
That kid the truth, man. That kid the truth. That kid got game, dude. Like he got game. Like you can't just because things ain't worked out here and there. And we only what 5 games in. We still got a whole half of the season. Ain't no telling he might go off so hard in the second half of the season that everybody's gonna be like, oh, like look at him now. Like what changed. And there's teams that is double bracketing him. There are teams that are doubling him. There are teams they don't want to kick to him.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I agree, Jeff. We were saying that like 30 minutes ago. Stop throwing the ball to him on a screen. The defense is waiting for that. He get blew up every time. Right? The receiver that supposed to block for him never get there fast enough. Right? Yep. See Jeff coming in hot. Like, yeah, Jeff, we been saying that like Jeff, all Trojan fans, I think we all on the same accord right now. We will be 5-0 if he commit to the run, right? It's more about that than anything, right? Um, we talking about Zachariah, we just nitpicking with certain stuff, right? Because none of that will matter if Riley would commit to the run, right? None of this would matter. We wouldn't care. We would be sitting right here like, don't trip, Zach. He gonna have his breakout game. He been this close. Will Lincoln Riley say we're this close? the Miller Moss and Zachariah Branch connection has been this close. So I feel like it could hit. I feel like it could hit. Sometimes if they keep trying it, percentages catch up. So Miller Moss then missed Zachariah for 4 touchdowns. Maybe on the second half of the season, he started hitting them. He get hot. They get hot. Maybe the percentages will play out. It's like Steph Curry. Steph Curry could go 0 for 12 one game, and the next day go 12 for 12 from the three. You feel me? So I ain't benching Zachariah Branch, Marvin. I'm not. He too much of a talent to give up on, right?
Right.
He too much of a talent to give up on. And I feel like all he needs is that one guy. I feel like he just need to see the end zone one time. right? Just like playing basketball again, another basketball analogy. Sometimes you just need to make one play, right? Sometimes you just need to make one play to get you going. I just feel like he need one touchdown, and Miller Moss just need to hit him one time on that deep ball, and I feel like his season would jumpstart, and we'll forget he even had this start of the season. If I'm Lincoln Riley, I'm making Miller Moss and Zachariah Brandt stay after practice for their conviction, so
Now
they
I
could
got a
get their
question for you, Carter. What
yeah.
what 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 type of plays you running him with though? I mean, we already agree about the
Zach,
screens.
all right.
Yeah. What type of
I'm
plays you running him with?
all right. If I feel like they in man, I'm running drag so he could use his speed. They ain't gonna be able to keep up with him running across the field, right? I'm running drags, and then I'm running double moves because they already thinking about him. They hot about him. They trying to jump on his routes. They be on, you know what I'm saying? So I'm using double moves. I'm using stop and goes, and I'm just dragging them across the middle. I'm bringing them across the middle, making you run with them east to west, right? So it ain't necessarily the route. It's the play you call when you call it. It gets a certain coverage.
What do you think about everybody talk about how they gonna put him in the backfield? I think that's a bad move. Maybe every once in a
No,
while,
no,
like
no,
maybe
no, no. I would put him in the backfield to run routes out the backfield.
right.
I'll hand him the ball too. Like I wouldn't make him a running back, but yeah, because John, when you bring him out the backfield, it's kind of harder for the defense to key in on him. So usually a running back out the backfield is gonna make gonna draw a linebacker in coverage, and you don't want that on Zach. You
Because
feel
he
me? So
coming downhill. He coming downhill with 10-2 speed.
yeah, against a linebacker, right? So if you're making your look, if you making your safety cover him out the backfield, and guess what? You can't run too high no more. They can't run too high because they got to bring that safety down. And then if you got your DB covering and running back out the backfield, then we know you in the zone. We know where to hold at, right? It's gonna be a hole in your defense then between that corner and the safety. It's gonna be a big hole if you got the corner covering the running back out the backfield. So the only way you really can prepare for that is to go in the zone. Okay, now we know if you got to run the zone, then we got the zone busting plays. So yes, I would love to bring him out of the backfield because it makes it harder for the defense to cover him. It makes it harder to put your number one DB on him. You feel
Or
me?
even
So
on
scheme
sweeps.
up right, yeah. If you scheming up right, when you put him out the backfield, you're gonna get him on a linebacker. So I actually love that idea.
Now, what about you think? What do you think about bringing him on? He coming out of a wide receiver position, coming in motion on the sweep. Toss it to him and let him go.
Can't hear you.
I said, what about you? What do you think about them? What do you think about them putting him on sweeps? So, like you
Can you
bringing him
hear
out
me?
of the. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think that probably was my service. Go ahead. Keep looking.
Okay. So, what do you think about bringing him on jet sweeps? I think that'd be a huge, huge, huge help. Bringing him on jet sweeps. It's a matter of keep getting the ball in the kid's hands.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Jet sweep, that's better than that bubble screen.
Yes, it is because he already got the ball in his hand. We ain't got to throw it. Just bam, he coming by, give it to him, let him go. And I'll put the tight ends on that side or the big wide. I'll probably put Deuce and Jacoby on the same side with like Makai or Kyron Hutcher on the opposite side and bring him from a 4 set to going to a 3 set on the other side, which they think is going to happen, but just jet sweep and let him go.
Yeah. And running him in motion on a jet sweep, that now you making the defense think. Is he gonna get it? The quarterback gonna keep it, or you gonna get they gonna give it to the running back, or
Right.
is they gonna pass? So once they see him in motion, first of all, once he start going in motion, you finna see if it's zone or man.
Yep.
If it's zone, they ain't gonna follow him. So I like running motion plays anyway, just to see what the defense is in. Okay, he's going on a jet sweep. Now we know. Now the quarterback know. I would like to see a jet sweep RPO where Miller could either give it to Zachariah Or if he liked the coverage, if he see they going in the zone or a man, he could pull it out, right?
Yep.
Now when he pulling it out, they eyes is already glued on the backfield to Zachariah because with him you got a gang tackle. Now somebody got to step on a DB. Now somebody got to step on a linebacker because the eyes was on Zachariah through the jet sweep. But it's sad that we talking about it's like Lincoln Riley. He supposed to be the genius. We
The
don't.
guru, and we talk about plays that make it real easy.
Yeah, like we supposed to already been seeing this, right? Like this is simple. But Lincoln Riley, I don't know. Like even last year though, he was using Zachariah out the backfield. Last
Yep.
year, Zachariah had caught one of his touchdowns coming out the backfield. I
Dude,
don't know why.
I haven't seen him run that play. Okay, so I was at that Rose Bowl game, UCLA against SC, when he put Jordan Addison. Remember when Jordan Addison took off down the sideline
Mm-hmm.
and he hit him? I was like, why don't you just put him in that play? They won't even they're gonna think you're gonna put him in to like do a sweep or a screen. Well, you can run him right out like how you did Jordan Addison.
Right.
I haven't seen
Oh,
them run that play since that game. Maybe they have, but me looking, I'm like, oh, I'll put him in those type of positions.
and look what Jeff saying. Sweeps when they gave that screen door tackle play too. What I think he's trying to say, if we got him running on sweeps, the defensive edges they can't crash like that. They
Nope.
because now it's their job to go contain,
And
right?
you running those DNs. Now you running them. You getting them
Exactly.
moving side to side, side to side, side to side. They don't never know
Exactly.
what's coming side to side. Now you could go downfield on
Exactly. So let's
them.
hope we see some of that.
I hope he been holding some stuff back that we ain't never seen before. I really hope I hope he done seen he really got some stuff that ain't nobody seen before that he about to do. Because if not, if it's the same stuff that we've been seeing, I'm like, oh okay. I'm going to this game, the game in Maryland, and it's like, bro, I love SC and everything, but I'll just have to watch it from TV from now on out because, like, until I see something that's different. You got to protect. You know your old line can run block. You know they can run block. We all know they can run block. So let them do what they best at.
Yeah. He said, Jeff, my boy Jeff said, Raleigh don't trust Branch to get separation. He do look a little slower this year. Y'all think that's because he put on like them extra pounds? I think Zachariah, dude, they should have left at the same weight. Like he is speed dude. Like he wasn't injury prone either. It wasn't like he was too small last year. I would have kept Zachariah at the same weight. Cause he do look like he ain't as quick. Like he ain't got that burst. Or maybe he might be dealing with an injury. I don't know, but he don't look as fast as he did last year. I wonder what's up with that. Because
And the
usually,
only time I thought that was when he broke that one on LSU and didn't take it to the house because that was an easy one for him to take it to the house. Because I'm like, if he would have shot up that left side, he was gone. Maybe like it was, but if he would have shot up that left side, but it just seems like in his head he felt like he couldn't do it because it was just him and the kicker and like one guy trailing a little bit. But it's like he could have shot that up and been out of there. Last year he would have been out of there. The kid running 10 too. Like, come on.
exactly, exactly. So it's like he ain't looking at that fast this year. So I'm like, is it an injury or is it just me? Is it my eyes? But I think everybody saying the same thing. Like he's explosive. But I seen in the off season when it was in the off season, he got clocked at like running like 23 miles per hour.
Yep.
So
He got clocked the highest on the tee.
so he might look slower because is he thinking out there when he running? Like is he
Yep.
not turning the jets because he don't see that hole like he don't feel like it's there for him and he just because we need that electricity. But
But
since Lin-
that's what culture come in though, Carter. Because
yeah,
like I was telling you earlier, I was like, bro, like even like he putting his foot at the when they kicking off, he's putting his foot right there at the goal line. And
right.
if it go over his head any which way, he not bringing it out. I think the kid's so talented that I'm just gonna tell him and to get his confidence back up because it's all about the confidence. I'm like, go ahead and bring it, bro. Go ahead. Like we'll have to deal with the repercussions of it later. But if it's bad, but like, go ahead and bring it out. Just bring it out. Just catch it, go, and just go straight full line, Z line speed, and go. I trust you that much. Putting that confidence back in the kid. Hey man, just go, bro. Catch this, even if it's in the middle of the zone. Just go. Because there's other teams doing it against us. I'm gonna see other teams. They Z line and they catching it in the middle of the. When I was a kid, when I was playing, like even if we caught in the end zone, we still bringing it out. We trying to bring out every daggone kickoff, every punt. I'm trying to take it back.
Yep. Jeff said he agreed with you. John a part of the show now. He ain't just a caller. John a part of the show now. So if you like John, he finna be over here. So but Jeff always tune in. Jeff be rocking with us. For sure, for sure.
I'm gonna let the kids go, bro. Give them confidence. Let them go. Like let them do their thing. And I'm gonna start integrating freshmen. Integrate these freshmen. Like get them some run. Get them some run. Like in these big games like this, number 4 Penn State, dude. I'm gonna get the kids some. I'm gonna give them kids some run. I mean, they giving them run, but not like I'm gonna let them run because you don't never. Okay, when we was back in the day, we had Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams was a phenom, but we would have never known he was a phenom if we didn't give him some run. Because it's way different in practice than what it is in the game. Some of these kids, they get in the game, they get hyped, they do some amazing things because they really living about the technique you're teaching them, and you can really see it. And you can coach them when they come on the sideline, like you didn't do this right, you did that. You know what I mean? Your hand placement was wrong, but yeah, bam, you could have had him like this. Put him back out there on the next play and see what he do. Just like Quentin Joyner, when he would have fumbled, I would have threw him back out there to the wolves and go again.
Hey, John, answer that question on the screen right there.
Yeah. Yeah, Big Cat was the man. Oh, for sure. Most criticized on Bill is a fair. He's getting less time than NFL quarterbacks. When it comes to when it comes to when it comes to Miller Moss, the number one thing is he's the best ball placement quarterback in all of college football. He's an NFL quarterback. It's for sure. When he gets in the NFL system, imagine him being in like somebody like Kyle Shanahan's system, or somebody who's like a really quarterback developer, know how to use their quarterback. The thing that we're not doing is we're not protecting him. So, but we have the whiteouts that are better athletes than any other team in the nation. We probably got the best whiteout group in the nation. So if we got to run 2, 3 whiteout sets, 2, 3 routes, I'll do it. And that's going to prove to everybody just how good the whiteouts are. And now they're going to start coming up on the whiteouts. From there, it's game over. I'm trying to bring everybody into the box. I want the safety in the box. I want the 2 DBs to where they're like, oh, they're at mercy now. Like I got you at mercy now because now I'm gonna run Jacoby deep. I'm gonna run Deuce got speed too, and I'm gonna put Zachariah. I'm gonna bring him out the backfield I'll motion him out the backfield on them. Once they start coming up, I'm gonna motion them out the backfield and have him take off downfield on you for the 60-yarder.
Facts. Hey, they just dropped it. I want to hear what D'Anton Lynn got to say. Let's check out this little interview real quick. I always like to listen because he don't talk every week, and he the dude who I be want to know what he thinking like. So let's check out this little interview that just dropped with Coach Lynn. Man, I like to hear him talk.
Go Bears! Go Wolves!
Coach, I think Nate Clifton played 8 of the final 32 defensive snaps against Minnesota. He was having a solid game. What went into him not playing as much down the stretch?
Just over the course of the game, sometimes, you just rotate guys as you feel. I'm not really paying attention to how the rotation's going. We have a plan going into the game, and then I trust the coaches at that point.
Given your ties to Penn State, what does this game mean to you?
It's exciting.
Well, they said Nate Clifton wasn't playing that much at the end of the game.
Well, they said he was, I think.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, I think no, because they had put Jide Arceri in there because they was in Minnesota, and I know they ran a lot of Kobe. They was running a lot of Devon Tompkins, so maybe not as much. But I mean, you just got to rotate them through the game. That's how I see it. Like, I'm just gonna keep fresh bodies throughout the game. All the kids gonna eat. Do you know that Penn State rotating like 6 defensive linemen, bro?
As they should.
They just not rotating
Over
the
the course of the
ends.
game.
They took money like we gonna keep these dudes on the field at all times.
Yeah,
But
the
that's what
DNs is
wear
not
their
rotating.
down.
They staying in, but everybody else is rotating.
Hey, that's more chance for us to wear their ass down though. Like you
Yep.
said, double team their ass, a tackle and the tight end on every run play. You gonna have to deal with 2 dudes on you every run play leaning on you.
And one of them
Games
gonna be
sometimes,
320.
Exactly.
you know, you just rotate guys as you feel. I'm not really paying attention to how the rotation's going. We have a plan going into the game, and then I trust the coaches at that point.
Given your ties to Penn State, what does this game mean to you?
It's exciting. I haven't got a chance to see them play in person since I played there. So it'll be cool. 2 of my old teammates are on the staff, so it'll be cool to see them before and after the game.
What's your thoughts just in general about the run defense against Minnesota?
This has to be more consistent. There's just too many missed tackles, and we just have to be stouter up front.
What do you think changed LSU so much shirt tackling? I think there were 3 offside penalties against Minnesota. What's sort of been different than that first game?
Just have to tackle better. To that back's credit, he played very well. He ran hard, but when we have the opportunities to get him down in space, we still have to get him down in space, and we have to limit.
Hey, they running back crushed the Keely Arnold though, ran him smooth over.
Yeah, he did.
I was like, yeah. But Jalen Smith had his back though, came down and laid the wood. Jalen Smith, he's skinny, but that dude laid wood. He got that inner strength.
Dude, he like when I can say like strength like that, it's like when you try to think about like Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He just different, dude. Like he can hang in the league that skinny because he wiry strong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Limit some of those runs that break through the line.
What you gonna say?
I was gonna say with D'Anton Lynn, he shouldn't have to worry about who he rotating in and out. He the type of coach. He don't care who he rotating in and out. All y'all got to be able to, y'all got to stand up to the law, bro. You got to use all y'all. Like I should be able to go 2 deep, 3 deep, 4 deep, and everybody got the same technique. Everybody got everything they got on point. And you all gonna get run. That's what it's really about. Everybody can get run because of the fact that everybody's standing on the same ground. It's just like with the running back room. With Jeff, like what we're all talking about. It's like Quentin Joyner looked just as good as Woody Marks, or sometimes even better. So stand on the ground. The kid he basically is a freshman because he didn't get a lot of run last year, and he's standing on his word. He's doing his thing. He get a fumble. That's a freshman mistake. That's a mistake. Okay, now you talk to him about it and put him back out there to see how he changes his game.
Right.
And that was like a fumble. Dude, the kid just put the helmet on where the ball was, man. We thought
that was a great play by the defender for sure.
Exactly.
Right on the ball.
So we saw that against when we played Wisconsin, and I think was the Wisconsin when Eric Gentry knocked the ball out.
Yeah.
Was that Wisconsin? They put that tailback right back in.
Yeah, because it wasn't like you fumbled because you were sloppy or careless with the ball. The defender just made a great play. But back to what you were saying about the rotations, I've been watching USC this year, and D'Anton Lynn, he let the position coach decide their rotations. That's why he said we have a game plan going in, and I trust the coaches to do that. Yep. They probably have a game plan about this person gonna get it around. We want to get this player this around this many snaps, and you know what I'm saying. So he basically said he trusts the position coaches to do that. So when SC, like if you see somebody playing or not playing, it's the position coach doing that. So so Coach Henny was deciding to only play Bear them 20 snaps, not Coach Henny.
Guaranteed.
That's why I wasn't mad at it.
Me either.
So for real.
Not be explosive plays.
think it was a technique thing, a mentality thing? What kind of goes into correcting that?
A combination of everything. I think just because you tackle good in the game, you still have to work on tackling. Just because you tackle bad in the game doesn't mean you're a bad tackling team. You still have to work on tackling. That game, we just did not tackle good, and they played well.
I think John Humphrey started almost every game for you last year at UCLA, and I could be wrong, but I don't think he had a snap on there against Minnesota. What does he have to do to carve out a bigger role here?
He's been doing good, and just keep on just being consistent in practice. We have a competitive room, and every week the playing time in that room has been a little different, and it's going to be like that every game.
How do you describe?
Oh, John Humphrey didn't get no snaps.
Sure not. They was playing DeCarlos Nicholson a lot last game. It was DeCarlos Nicholson and Jalen, bro. And they ran that. Last game was the first game I ever seen them just run like a base. They doing like the old Clancy Pendergrass or like what Pete used to do. Pete wasn't really like, if you balling, he's not pulling you. He gonna keep running you out there. Like that's what it is, So it's like, yeah, they was running to Carlos Nicholson, who was doing well. Those wideouts wasn't getting loose. Only time we had wideouts get loose was one time this year, and that was against LSU, and that was that kid Lacey, but they shut it down in the second half. That's what I'm saying. These wideouts can't keep up with them DBs.
Yeah, and so just like Jeff saying, Lynn need to trust them more and stack the box more.
Yeah, let him go back it up.
That's one thing about USC fans. We know ball. Like I see all the fans, they saying the same thing that we saying. They seeing the same thing. So it's going to frustrate me if the coaches don't see that and make that simple adjustment, right?
Yeah, like how we get murdered on those screens. Dude, we'll get murdered on them screens. Like if we man up, it's just man on man, bro. I'm always depend on my team, especially at SC. I against Minnesota, I'm like, I got better athletes than you. I don't care. Y'all might break one. Y'all may do a little something here and there, but I'm running man on man. I'm running man on you in every position. D-line. I got my linebackers. Like I'll have to stack up the D-line in the box more, but that's it. Other than that, like we running man on the outside because can't none of y'all wide receivers. We facing the best wide receiver core in the whole nation every day in practice. I haven't seen one wide receiver that we've seen, Carter, that they got. We haven't seen one wide receiver who's 6'5", 6'6", or as fast as Branch. I haven't seen one.
Exactly. And we ain't gonna see one next week.
Nope.
Right?
We're not gonna see nothing. We're not gonna see that. The only thing they got over there is that tight end. We already know that. That's their number one. That's their number one pass catcher. That's their number one guy. So it's like, oh, okay. But I'm gonna go ahead and put I'm gonna go ahead and keep Beads in the game, and I'm gonna let Beads run on him and do his thing. And when he catch the ball, smack him.
Right.
Hold him up, Beads. Let Arnold come down and smack him. Let Kamari come down and smack him. We've been doing a better job of that this year too, that we didn't do last year. It's just hold him up and let everybody else come and smack him. He gonna think twice about grabbing that ball again.
Right. So I hope I'm right this week. I was right last week, but I'm wrong. I was right. I did the video. I said USC fans, watch out for Minnesota. They got the tools and the ingredients to beat us. People's in the comments like, you tripping, you scared of Minnesota? Bro, I know ball. But this game, for some reason, I feel like we gonna finally implement that game plan on both sides of the ball that we need to, right? So let's just hope I'm right 2 weeks in a row. And if I'm right this week, we get the dub and we 4-2 and our season still look great. So we still will have a win against a number 4 Penn State. And what LSU right now? They 13, 14?
Yeah, they LSU in the top 15 for sure.
Yeah, so we'll still have 2 top 15 wins, right? So we still got everything to play for. Now to play for the Big Ten championship game, we need some teams to lose. But besides that, if we went out the schedule, we still in the playoffs. And if we came into the season talking about the playoffs, we would think this is a successful season. So we still got time. Jeff,
Bro, I
hey,
believe if we went out, if we went out, Carter,
yeah,
we in the playoffs. Even if we don't hit the Big Ten championship, if we went out, because we still got them. We got Rutgers. Rutgers got a good record right now. We'll see how they play out. And then we also got to play Notre Dame, which is going to be another ranked team. So that's going to be 3 ranked teams that we beat, and then the teams that we lost to was real close, and it was controversial calls.
exactly. So I don't know. It's like after the loss against Minnesota, I shouldn't have a good feeling about this game, but for some reason I do. Coming back home, like I said, back against the wall. I know for one thing, like I said earlier, this is gonna show us how we're gonna approach the season. If we don't see a change in philosophy, especially on offense, then we're gonna have to deal with this all season. The tackles just gonna have to get better then. But basically, what I'm saying is, if Lincoln Riley gonna start to run the ball more, it's gonna be this game. If he don't do it this game, then he ain't never gonna do it. This the perfect game to do it,
Yep. Play to
right?
your strength. Play to our strength. Our strength is running the ball, dude. Our strength is running the ball. We're a stronger run team than all these teams that we played. We got a stronger run game. We got off on LSU with the run. We got off on Michigan with the run. We got off on every team. Like, just keep feeding them the ball.
Hey, and I'm gonna end this. Amen. Right. I'm about to end this live, but we got to talk about this real quick. Y'all see the Big Ten come out and say they got the call wrong?
Yep.
Come on now, like it don't matter now, bro. Like it now, is it gonna be consequences and repercussions? Is a ref gonna get suspended? Because they said Lincoln Riley said the Big Ten admitted. He said the Big Ten admitted that it wasn't irrefutable evidence to overturn the call, and that's what you need to overturn the call. So if that's the case, then the referee directly broke the rule. It wasn't
You got to get fired.
evidence. So the referee broke the written law rule just to shaft USC and dap up the other coach. That's why the other coach was trying to give him a pound, trying to shake his hand. Good
Yep.
looking. Because they knew, like, okay, it was ruled short of the goal on the field. So we need to see unrefutable evidence. When the Minnesota coach looking at the screen, he like, damn, it ain't no unrefutable evidence. So when the referee overturned it, he was like, for sure. He was happy, right? So even the Minnesota coach knew that that was a favor done by the referees. Now, I don't care if you think that he really got in. So what? It wasn't irrefutable evidence. It was called what it called on the field. We got to stick to the letter of the rule. So the Big Ten came out and admitted it, but what is it going to do? What is Lincoln Riley? And I'm thinking like Lincoln Riley, that's why you supposed to throw a tantrum on the field. I don't care, right?
I'm cussing everybody out.
Look, I am not going to let the refs shaft my team. I'm going to get kicked out every time. I want the refs to fear me, to know, like, man, if we blowing calls, this dude going to be all up in our face spitting. He going to cause a scene and bring attention to our crew in a negative light. I would not let certain things go, right? That game would have ended right there because the referees would have disqualified us because we would have been arguing until the kickoff. We wouldn't even receive the kickoff because you finna take them points off the board. Our defense stand on the field like I'm doing something to where you calling the security, get the coach. Because you got to. They gonna keep shafting us. You got to. And after the game, Lincoln Riley, he be like, "Oh, well, the refs, they do the best job they can. I feel like the refs done great." Like what?
Card,
Like
I done heard him say one time that, like, oh, they're not gonna find me for this, probably. And I'm like, I don't care, man. I'm making $110 million, bro. Find me.
man, I don't care. This is
I
about the
don't care. I got a squad. Like, I'm going in for my team. I'm going in for what I'm doing, and I believe in Bro, the quarterback didn't even come out with the ball, bro. The
Exactly.
defensive lineman for SC came out with the ball, and now they looking at it like the ball was loose.
Yeah, it
His,
was.
his head got in. You can't see none of the rest of his body.
Exactly. So it's like I told y'all the last game, even though we didn't lose because of the refs, it's because of how we played in our game plan. But USC fans, these close games, we ain't gonna get no calls. And with the Big Ten referee do, I feel like the Big Ten referees is corrupt, right? And I'm not saying this because I'm a USC fan. This is why I say I feel like they corrupt because they got a system that's built, I see, that's perfect for corruption, right? So they say that the Big Ten officials let you play. So they were telling us, like, USC, stop complaining, right? This is Big Ten balls. The ref lets you play over here, right? So they let you play because they know when it's crucial time in a game, you're going to be breaking the rules. So if they need to point shave, like my man Jeff Rodriguez say, they going to call that penalty that they've been letting go all day.
Right.
So they set you up for they can affect the game because they know they're gonna be able to call a penalty on you because they've been letting you get away with it the whole game. Like that penalty on Jalen Smith, that pass interference. They was fighting, they was hand fighting the whole game, right? Or in reverse, the Michigan game, they don't call nothing and let them just hold and say, "Oh, we let them play over here," right? So them by just having a trying to have a reputation, a fake reputation. Oh, we let them play over here. That's for you could be able to cheat when you want and make the impact. Because it's certain ways referees call the game and the coaches just be consistent. Okay, if you're gonna call ticky-tack, call ticky-tack the whole game on everybody. If you're gonna let them play, let them play. Right? So the Big Ten, what they do is just let them play until it's time to change the game. Let's call that holding that we ignored 10 times, right? To get the ball out your hand. So it's like that's why I feel like they referees, they got a system. I don't like that. That's why I don't like, oh, we letting them play. It shouldn't be a let you play. If you got a penalty, if you holding, it's holding. If it's PI, it's PI. Right? I don't believe in letting you play if you getting whooped and you could hold because you getting whooped. That ain't letting you play. That's me letting you cheat. Right? It shouldn't be, oh, I'm gonna let you play or I'm gonna call everything ticky-tack. It should just be what it is. Boy, is that a holding or not? Is that a penalty or not? Right? So I don't like that the Big Ten, oh, we let them play over here. Well, your offensive linemen, when they get to the NFL, they're going to be leading the league in penalties. They're going to have an adjustment period, you know what I'm saying? Because they used to holding. So I don't like the Big Ten officials at all. I don't like the Big Ten officials at all. I could see it a mile away. Like, okay, they let you play just to have you in their back pocket at the end of the game. And you right, know thyself truth. They don't want Pac-12 teams in the championship game. So, but at the same time, I'm like, why y'all bring us over to y'all conference, right? And y'all rooting against it. Y'all want us to lose. Y'all should want us to be elite. Because to be honest, the Big Ten only got Ohio State and Michigan like that every year. They're gonna challenge for a championship, right? So why would you want USC, Oregon? Why would you want us to come in and be mediocre teams? It ain't gonna lift the conference, right? Out of them 4 teams that they brought from the pack, they at least need 2 of them to be elite, or they still behind, or the Big Ten still behind the SEC. So why would they be chaffing us like this when we the only team really that could raise their profile to catch the SEC? Right? They still saying the SEC is the best conference, right? The only way the Big Ten gonna close that gap and make more money if you got Ohio State competing for a national championship, Michigan, SC, and Oregon, and having Washington and Penn State do good, right? Because Minnesota is gonna always be Minnesota. Indiana is gonna basically always be Indiana. The other teams in the Big Ten besides Ohio State and Michigan is never going to excel to that level where it lifts the whole level of the conference and the value of the conference. USC, Oregon, UCLA, and they could do that. So just like right now, right? Going against Penn in a 10 matchup. If we wouldn't have lost, we was what at number 11, 13, 1 of the two. If we would have lost with all the losses that happened, Missouri getting smashed, USC would have been in the top 10. And this Penn State matchup versus USC will be a prime game. It will be like number 4 Penn State versus game probably got the highest rating of the week or right up there.
Well, actually, bro, if you think about it, we would have had the 2 primetime games on the whole weekend. Oregon, Ohio State, SC, Penn State, both of them like running, both all the teams is top 10 in the nation.
My guy, look, I know they had a Penn State, right? Let me look at the rankings. Let me look.
Bro,
I'm gonna pull it up.
Who fell out? Michigan fell out. Who else got beat? Obviously they didn't drop Bama down that far, and they lost to Bama lost to Vanderbilt, dude. Like, come on now, Vanderbilt's the bottom feeder of the SEC.
The top 10.
They should have fell to like 11.
They should be out the top 10.
They should be out the top 10 for sure. And they dropped us out the top 25, and Minnesota then got with Michigan. Minnesota actually got a good team, and it's like, come on, like I should have. If the Big Ten was smart about it, they would at least, try to ante up to say at least, all right, if SC lost to Minnesota, at least keep them in the top 25. Because we got number 4 playing against number 22 or 21. Like, SC shouldn't have dropped like that.
Now look, Ohio State number 2, Oregon number 3, USC at 1 loss went high as 5. Like they would have been top. They would have been in the top 10. Alabama dropped to number 7.
We should have even jumped Miami. We should have jumped Miami too, because they barely won that game.
If we would have won, right? So if we won, we could have been high as number 6. So the Big Ten dumbass, they had number 2 Ohio State going against number 3 Oregon, and they could have had number 4 Penn State going against a number 6 or 7 or a top 10 USC team.
Ran the whole everybody watching those games all over the United States, bro. Everybody all over the world, everybody watching those two games.
Exactly. They
playing them at 2 different times.
Right? Exactly. Now, no, 4-dog. We know USC. I don't believe we don't deserve in the top 25. We deserve to drop to maybe like 2021. We saying if USC would have won the Minnesota game, they would have been in the top 10. So we would have had a number 4 Penn State facing a possibly number 10, 9, or 8, or 7, or 6, or 5, even 5 USC. Right? We probably could have got all the way to 5 because we got a better quality win in Georgia. We got LSU. Georgia ain't really beat nobody. Right? They best game they lost against Alabama, right? So out of all the 1-loss teams, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, Ole Miss, Clemson, the only one would have had a better win than us is Alabama beating Georgia. But then Alabama losing to Vanderbilt, our loss would have been better than theirs. Michigan is a better loss than Vanderbilt. So like I said, we could have been all the way up to number 5, right? So it could have been number 4 Penn State playing number 5 USC and number 2 Ohio State playing number 3 Oregon. Type of matchups like that is going to sway the view to, okay, the Big Ten is up there with the SEC. Oh, maybe the Big Ten is better than the SEC. That would have been 4 teams. That would have been 4 Big Ten teams in the top 5. That would have been all the clout, all the rating, and everything that they want. The Big Ten want to eclipse the SEC or be on par. What would have been better than a weekend where they had the number 2 team in the country playing the number 3 team and the number 4 team playing the number 5 team? So the Big Ten is stupid for even shafting. They hurting themselves because Minnesota ain't finna get to number 5. Indiana, no, these other teams ain't got the potential. So why shaft us for teams that ain't even got the potential to change the conference around and make some real noise? You cheating for Minnesota, they gonna end up 500. Not to go on the rant, but I'm just keeping it real, bro. Like they hurting their own conference by treating us like we still outsiders. It's weird. I know they thinking about that right now, though. That USC out the top 25. And I know they seen the potential. I know they kind of thinking like, well, damn, Penn State at number 4. If USC would have won, that would have been, we would have had 2 top 10 matchups this week.
Which controls all of college football.
Yeah.
You control all of college football in one conference.
Nobody's saying US 4 dog. Nobody's saying USC should be number 5. We saying why is Big Ten refs shafting us when our success gonna benefit the conference 100 times fold more than these upsets that they want to happen, these Minnesota victories, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to keep it real. I got my glasses on, and I see we ain't getting no calls, bro. If they will go against their own rules to overturn the call for a team to beat us, these referees is not for us. They against us for sure. Even the Big Ten had to say it was no unrefutable evidence. The rule book says if there's no unrefutable evidence, you can't reverse the call. They went against their own rule book against us. You can't tell me nothing.
Right.
And look at what the ACC doing for Miami. You see how the ACC cheat for Miami?
Yep.
Because it's better for the conference. They ain't stupid. They know they need Miami.
Because they know they only got 2 teams. They got Miami and they got Clemson. That's it. They don't got nobody else.
Yeah, so if anything, they supposed to be giving us, they ain't got to cheat for us, but if anything, they supposed to be giving us the benefit of the doubt. Because what would be better for the Big Ten? USC winning or Minnesota winning? Come on now. We see the results of that right now. They just missed out on the opportunity to have 2 teams in the top 10 matching up. That would have been their commercial this weekend. The Big Ten. Woo, Ohio State, Oregon, 2 top 10 matchups. Come tune in. You know what I'm saying? They would have been pushing that hard.
And imagine this, Carter. 12:30 slot for Penn State SC. Then what, like the 3:30, 4:30 slot for Oregon and Ohio State. You not only is it good for the conference, you got everybody tuning in college football all day to watch them 2 games, dude. Those 2 games, and on the West Coast and the Cali,
man, they would have shut the SEC out. They would have had that 12:30 slot in the prime. The SEC ratings would have been down for a day for sure. For dog, you might be right. This dude said the hate for SC outweighs the desire to clip the SEC. They rather see SC lose. It seemed like it.
Well, they probably mad because we going over there and we going down into Georgia. We going down over here on the East Coast. We snatching all they players because everybody want to come to live in LA. They see the lifestyle. They see what it is. They see the campus. Them kids getting the Ivy League school education, which no other school offers. So, so it's like, oh, we got to keep them down. Like we can't, like we got to call this how we gonna call it to let them play. Just like you said, Carter, all game.
Right.
And then at the end of the game,
so it's like,
y'all been letting them play all game.
I thought they brought us over to make more money.
Right.
Like, do they understand LA? Like, if USC win, like USC, we worth money, period. Even if we mediocre, we worth money, right? We gonna do some cool ratings because either people love us or they hate us and want to see us lose, right? But they don't know. Like if USC winning, USC is up there with the Lakers in LA. Like USC could do sick numbers if we win it, right? So it's like they feel like long as they got USC, the Los Angeles market, they don't care if we win it or not. They stupid. If USC start winning, ratings gonna go stupid. Like, and it may take a year for LA to notice. So say if USC went to the playoffs this year, was balling. The next year, I'm telling you, the ratings gonna be sick. Oh, SC back, LA gonna tune in. We know LA don't pay attention to mediocre teams. But if you're a lit LA team, LA is gonna stand behind you, and that gonna be in ratings because we the city, the town, and the sports teams that people love to hate, LA. So when any LA team is popping, the rating's gonna be number one because you're gonna have people watching to see us lose or people watching to see us win. So the Big Ten, they're retarded. They spiting their own nose. Like they need to get it in their head. Like, bro, we a part of this conference now.
Yep. Those were the Pac-12 refs. I thought the Pac-12 refs were the worst I've ever seen in my life,
The
and
Pac-12
they're
refs,
worse.
yeah, the Pac-12 refs, they just wasn't no good. These Big Ten refs, it seem intentional to me. It's intentional to me because these refs, the first thing they know is the rule book and what they can and can't do. What they did with that play is like challenging a play that you can't challenge, right? You know, a certain plays that's
Right.
unchallengeable, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
what they did because they went against the rule book. The rule book state it got to be unrefutable evidence, meaning you got to see it clear to overturn something. So no, you don't suck. You in just intentionally shafting people.
What do you think the next move is then?
I think this week and what we just talking about, I think the Big Ten they gonna sit down and be like, hold on. Somebody at the Big Ten gonna see this opportunity missed that we just talked about how they could have had two top 10 teams playing each other, right? On the same week.
Well, no, let's say four. Four top 10
Four
teams
top 10
playing in the
teams.
same week.
Yep, and two different matchups. Yeah, four, right? Somebody gonna bring that up. Like, bro, we didn't bring USC over here to be a mediocre team, not even in the top 25. And they got to understand the LA market. If USC struggling, we ain't gonna watch that much. You'll pay attention. Lakers season about to start too.
Well, got Dodgers in the playoffs. Hopefully they win tonight. But it's like it's so much going on in LA.
Here's the Dodgers score.
I don't know, bro.
Because I seen the Dodgers down 2-1. Hold on, I gotta see real quick. Not even
Yeah, right. I'm trying to because
that is the playoffs. It is LA. Like I do want the Dodgers to win, man. Oh, they say, oh, they winning. Oh, we up 8-0. That's right, Blue Crew.
Oh yeah. Mookie got off in the beginning of the game, from what I heard.
Yeah, because Mookie being cold lately. Before last game, I think he was like 0 for 22.
Yeah, but the last game he went off, and in this game, same thing, man. The Blue Crew gonna be good. I mean, we just got pitching challenges.
Yeah, I heard our starting pitching ain't that our relievers is great, but our starting pitching is struggling.
Yeah, everybody hurt, man. Everybody hurt. They all hurt. Like his Glass, no, he ain't playing. He been out for. I mean, he not playing for the rest of the year. Bueller came in hurt. Like we'll keep it at C, but I'm just like they got a lot of injuries in the pitching staff.
Yeah, and they still in there.
And was it Yamamoto, him too? Like he ain't played. They paid him that fat contract, and he ain't played down there all year.
Yeah, Yamamoto, he inconsistent.
Yep. I'll go ahead and put Ohtani back at pitching.
He got good stuff, but Ohtani gonna pitch next year. He got good stuff, but he be inconsistent. Take Oscar Hernandez. I like him. He clutch. He went 2 for 4 this game. Will Smith had 2 RBIs. Mookie Betts. All right, that's right. Blue cool run. I'm finna finish the D'Anton Land interview, and we gonna get up out of here. Let me finish hearing what D'Anton Land had to say. You hear me?
learned what this Penn State offense does, especially with the multiple packages that they use?
A lot of personnel groups, a lot of formations, a lot of adjustments. You really have to be on your P's and Q's as far as communication. They have the ability to control the ball on the ground, but they have a very explosive offense as far as big plays in the air. So they're a very tough offense to stop.
Seems like they've had a good run game probably since you were
Yeah.
in college there.
Yeah.
What is it about that scheme? Maybe those running backs.
It's two of the better backs I think we're going to play all year. They run hard, they're downhill, but they also have the ability to score at any point in time. They make plays out of the backfield in the passing game. Anytime you have backs that can do as much as their backs do, it's tough on a defense.
With how important Eric has been, just in Eric Gentry has been in the early part of the season, with containing the run, with him not being certain on his status. How did you feel that group receivers was able to step in and what's your confidence moving forward with that?
Tone did good, and he's going to keep on improving each week, playing in a new position, and then there'll be other guys in that room as well that just need to just continue to develop, and they'll get more time on the field and just keep on getting better as the year goes on.
You still kind of view Anthony as working in Eric's spot right now with whatever's going on with his status?
It'll be a couple different people, but Anthony will be a big part of that.
What does Elijah Hughes need to do to get more snaps?
Just same thing as everybody else. Just be more consistent in practice, and he's been doing great. There's just a lot of guys in that.
That's one development. I'm kind of sad. Like I expected Elijah Hughes to kind of like break out this.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna get a lot more run too.
For real.
That room, and sometimes you can't get everybody snaps depending on how the game goes.
What did you see from Jade in that one with a few more snaps for him?
Jade's doing good. He's stuck out in practice probably the last month. So it's exciting to see him get an opportunity to start doing it on the field. And I think the more he plays, the better and better he's going to get.
As a defensive coordinator, when an opposing team brings in a different quarterback in the red zone, what challenge does that present? Does that make your job tougher? Is that not something you worry too much about? Just how challenging is that?
It does. It's just when they bring him in for a purpose. It's a different offense. There's usually more game plan plays. There's usually more gimmicky things. So we just have to make sure that, we're in the right personnel group. And then obviously our call sheet gets a lot smaller.
They have a 6'6" tight end. What is your evaluation of how you guys have defended the tight end this year?
Man, he's a very talented tight end. He's probably going to be one of the better ones.
Hey, bro, you didn't tell me he was 6'6". We need Gentry on him then, man. This is a game.
I told you, Carter. I told you that tight end.
That scares me, man. A 6'6" tight end that could play.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be tripping if Gentry was still in, but man.
We got to put beads on him.
Yeah, we got to put beads on him. And maybe
bracket him. We got to bracket him. We got to bracket him and put everybody else. We got to bracket him, run man up on the wideout. We're going to bracket him, and then we're going to stop the run. That's the game plan.
Oh,
that's the game plan to get through it. Because that wideout, he ain't number one target. It's the quarterback's number one target. He's 6'6".
Yeah.
Ones that we've played. I think we've done some good things on tight ends, but just like everywhere else across the board, there's always room for improvement.
When a team has so many personnel groupings, how do you thread the needle of not over preparing your players for what they can see, but making sure they're prepared?
Yeah, there's that fine line because you try to dwindle it down and try to simplify it as much as you can. Like it looks like all this, but it's really just that. And the more you can do that, this allows them to go out there and play fast.
Given the personal connection just to Penn State for you, is there any additional just kind of weight to this matchup for you, or is it just kind of another game?
Just another game. All these games in the Big Ten are big. The weeks go by so fast. It's just like any other week.
How does your job change when Jade is getting more snaps, Sam Green is getting more snaps, guys a little bit further down the depth chart, asked to do a little bit more?
I always want to make sure that I'm putting guys on the field in the best position. So, you just have to make sure you know who's out there and make sure that you're calling stuff that they can execute.
What does Drew Aller do, if anything, that makes him maybe a little different than other quarterbacks that you face this year?
I mean, he has one of the strongest arms. He definitely has the strongest arm of anyone we've played so far. He throws the ball really well, especially down the middle of the field. And for a bigger guy, he does a really good job extending plays in the pocket. You know, he's not a guy that's just going to sit in the pocket. We have to do a great job containing him, and we have to do a great job staying in coverage downfield.
There were times last year where it just felt like he couldn't get any kind of thing in big games. From what you've seen on film, what does this offense do that allows him to make plays and maybe feel more comfortable?
They do a good job of keeping defenses on their heels, just with the personnel groups, with the formations, with the shifts. You know, they do a good job of making you communicate and think as much as possible, and then the ball snaps.
Would you make?
You talked about kind of your view on sacks versus pressures, last week. Overall, is it still a goal to generate more kind of pressure with this?
Every week, if it was, every time it's a pass, we want pressure on the quarterback if possible.
What is
one more?
Go ahead, Colin. That's okay. What's kind of the formula to figuring out more kind of momentum there and stability on the pass rush?
It's just the guys just developing in pass rushers. I think they've gotten better, and then on our end, from a schematic standpoint, how can we put them in the best positions to succeed?
Are you done with?
Right. Okay. I would have asked them, is y'all gonna come out and commit to the run on this? That's all I want to hear. Like, nobody, the USC media sucks. They will never ask no questions that you want them to ask.
They being scared getting banned. That's the problem. They being scared. Yeah. You couldn't have me down there asking questions like, "Hey, bro, why don't y'all put 7-8 men in the box on everybody?"
Yeah, I'd have been like, I would have, propositioned the question decent. Like, the Big Ten, they like to run a lot of 12 personnel, and Penn State the same way. Have you ever thought about stacking the box against these Big Ten style teams? And you know what I'm saying? Just make it like an educated question, not calling him out though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I would put it educated too, but I'm just putting it in layman terms. This is barbershop talk. So it's like, but yeah, it's just like, come on, man, we gotta change this. We're like, everybody's seeing it. What y'all doing? Deanton Lynn, though, I like him because he keep everything close to the vest.
Yeah, that's true. He wouldn't have gave up nothing in that situation either.
He's not gonna do that. He's not. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna come out and just say like, yeah, we gonna stack the box. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still gonna ask just to see his reaction, just to see how he react to the question. You know what I'm saying? But I think for some reason, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here, but I think we gonna win this game. Let's hope I'm right again for the second week. Last week I was right in the wrong way. Let's hope I'm right in a good way this time, and we win this game. And before,
it will be amazing. This will be an amazing weekend for all the USC fans, for everything that's going on with the program right now. If we come out there and beat them by like 21. We get like a legit, like, not going down to the line in the game. Oh, I'll be scared of every other team will be scared in college football.
Yep, and look at what Jeff said. This is our Super Bowl right now.
Yep,
this is our Super Bowl because if we win this game, the momentum from this game, and like I said, for us to win this game, we're going to have to play the right way. We're going to have to play the way we saying we should have been saying we've been playing it. All the Trojan fans all know what we got to do. If we win this game, we done that. And hopefully we going to stick with that. And if we do, we going to be good. Now, before I go, everybody, if y'all know, click on this, go in the comments and find the YouTube link that I dropped. Man, click on that link. I'm finna start bringing the content to that channel. YouTube clipped me. They demonetized my channel. I was talking about P. Diddy and Jay-Z and Beyonce and some of the higher up. Somebody didn't like that video, y'all. So they demonetized my channel for 3 months. And I've been living off this channel. I live somewhere where there ain't no jobs. I've been using this channel to take care of myself and my son. So if y'all want to help your boy, if a Carter can still pay his bills and not get kicked out and be homeless, just go click on that page and go sub to it. I got 1,800 over there. I should at least have 100 over there by now. I've been telling y'all I'm like at 60, man. Go get that page up. Just click on that link. It could be a little BS NFL video, but just click on that link hit subscribe. That's the new page. I'm gonna be dropping all the content over there once I at least get 1,000 of y'all over there, right? And then second, I got the Cash App in there. If y'all want to help me out, anything helps. $1 or $100, I appreciate it all the same. Hey, John, you got something else more you want to say before you go? And you want to do a post game reaction after the game?
Yeah, we can go post. I'm gonna be at the game right when I leave out, bro, and I'll jump back in the truck, or I'm about to crib. We could be able to get it on the rocking. Yeah, I'm going.
On. Look, since you gonna be at the game, I'm gonna go live at halftime, and I'm gonna tap in with you. You could hit the link on your phone, and you could tap in from the game at halftime. You tell me what you seen in person. We'll have a little quick halftime show. Since you gonna be at the game.
Yep, yes, sir. I got a ticket for you too, bro. You want to go?
Well, to the Penn State game?
Yeah.
Bro, will you gonna have to send me your Addy? I'm finna pull up here. What?
Yeah.
Crazy, boy. Hey, when we get off live, we gotta chop it up, bro.
We'll chop it up. Yeah, we'll chop it up. I got you those. Don't even trip.
All right, for sure. All right, Tina, good looking out. Jeff for the support, comments, Marvino, everybody that came in and out, rocking with me. Yeah, know thyself. We gonna run it back for sure. We trying to make a great duo over here. We gonna build up the new channel, and we gonna keep it rocking. We gonna keep bringing this content for y'all. And if y'all like all content, like entertainment, check out the entertainment content vids we do too. You feel me? But
can I say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
If any of y'all be at the game and y'all see these youngsters rolling around, these little recruits and stuff, they got the, they gonna have the bracelet around their necks. You're gonna see the VIP and all that. Man, y'all say what's up and get them some love. You know what I mean? I seen him recruit literally, like when I was at the Utah State game. He was like, "Oh, what I have to do to buy some food out here?" I was like, "Man, what you want?" He's like, "Oh, I want that baked potato." I'm like, all right, cool, we good. Like, y'all ain't gotta buy them nothing, but just show them love. Let them kids know that LA is love, man. It's all about the love we giving the kid. We want to get these kids in here. Right. Show them some love. Respect the program. Pack the stadium out. Tap in with Carter all the time because he bringing the realest of the real. And keep on moving forward in life. Keep on growing, building yourself, getting to the next level, and know that God always got you.
Man, salute. All praises. Everybody, y'all have a safe night. Fight on. I'm gonna try to come to y'all at the halftime game and do the little halftime report. So tap in with me. I'm gonna try to go live at the game for y'all. Give y'all some. They can't copyright strike me for filming the game at the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's my footage. You know what I'm saying? It ain't Fox. It ain't NBC. It's me at the game recording the game. So I'm gonna try to record some game footage. I'm gonna try to go live for y'all, and I'll see a couple plays. But until then, fight on, fight on. We love y'all. See y'all game day, and we out.
All right, Pete.
John, hit me.
I got you.
All right.